it a little bit for me.
A little
but
bit at the start and the end, but that's the same as before.
Gonna up 2 decibels. There we go. That should be better. Just a bit.
It's actually worse because you wanted to lower the noise gate, not up it.
That's what I put it from 40 to now it's at negative 45. Is that better?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah?
There we go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Alright. That should have been enough buffer for the stream. I'm just gonna double check that we are indeed online.
Wow,
Hi,
this smells like horn so bad. Oh god.
That's because you're
Smells
not
like
supposed to
goat.
put your dick in it.
No, goat horn. Not human horn.
Don't put that in there.
The goat horn is what the beer is in. The goat horn isn't in the beer. Yeah.
I'll
All right.
horn your beer.
Alright, come on,
I'll be
guys.
honest with you, I missed most of the conversation, so I figured
Guys, please, don't get horny on the
get
stream.
D&D makes me really horny.
Too late.
Alright, let's get the session started.
That's some
Soren,
good noise right there.
hit us up with that summary of what happened during the last session.
Okay, so to put everything in a TLDR, we have wrapped up Thistletop, we have returned to Sandpoint, and we are now pretty much just waiting on the next day to come through with an arrangement we had with the Paladins that came to help us at Thistletop. We are making final preparations to go and hunt the Devil of Sandpoint. And what this entails mostly is us recovering from strength damage because we're dumb and we walked into shadows. So there was a lot of that going on, but there was a short little RP with Robin and Silera in which we sort of did some money management, item management, and like brief RP. So Robin and Silera both got to know the blacksmith, local blacksmith Das, a little bit better. We took a bunch of our mundane junk over to him, and we were like, we need to offload this. How much will you give us? We struck a bargain, and we pretty much agreed to say that he is going to be representing the Heroes of Sam. So he is the blacksmith for the Heroes of Sam. As part of this deal, we did net a Masterwork Fire-Forged Agile Dwarven Breastplate for Dorbin.
Dope.
So that'll help because it's agile. It helps a bunch. Does all that good shit. It's Fire-Forged. It's got some neat shit.
Oh, yo, if you want to use the Fireforged longsword, that combo's nice.
Nah, he's a cleric. He can't use sharp weapons. Come on.
Oh
man, I definitely can't use sharp weapons.
He doesn't know how.
But thematic.
Yeah.
Shut
Okay.
up. All right.
I literally have a dwarven war axe. I don't.
Sorry, I got distracted. I'm sorry.
It's for looks. It's entirely for looks.
You're not wrong.
Yeah. We then took all of our magic items in hand. And we were like, okay, what the fuck do with these? We took a look at the blacksmith that had a market in town just to sort of see like prices, and he was nowhere in the ballpark of being able to purchase any of our magic items whatsoever. So we're like, cool, we're gonna go sell them to Das. So we make another trip to Das, except this time with magic items. And he's like undercutting us like a dick. And we're like, okay, we just agreed to basically make you our blacksmith. And we agreed to represent you. And he was like, okay, fine. But you have to buy some stuff from us. Because otherwise, it's not going to help. So we sold all of the magic items that we were pretty much not using. That were just there for value. We sold those for about 55-60% of what they could have sold for. So a good price. But we did also pick up a cold iron dagger because we already have a silver one. So have one of each.
Nice.
Also cold iron and silver brass knuckles. So pretty much each person can put one of those on their hand and always have a cold iron or silver thing to hit with, if that makes sense. We also cover slash, piercing, bludgeoning as well, so that meta is there as well. And also a +1 strength composite longbow. Now, all of these items, only the cold iron dagger is done at this time. Everything else will be ready after the devil hunt. But hey, we took the gold statue of Sarenrae and the 60 continuous flame candles to Father Xantus, and we were sort of thinking that we could sell them to him, but then when we got there, we were like, wait, this is a church. That's not how this works. So, so Robin was like, I could melt down the statue of gold, or I could just like not deface this deity's symbol and like just give it to the church because they have a little sect there for them, for Sarenrae. So we pretty much did Xantus this favor, giving him all these things, the candles for a ritual, yada yada, and he agreed to, in the event of us requiring divine intervention, up to and including restorations, including like resurrections and whatnot. He's willing to lend a hand in such matters should we need it, in return for this favor that we've done for him. So we have a free revive when Robin explodes, because that's going to happen.
Or you could bring back Chewie.
Or we could bring back Chewie. That's true. We could bring back Raw too.
Yeah.
Or Raw, yeah.
Yeah.
Because we still have a Jeet, so.
We do.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeets a jeets.
So that's fine. Da-da-da-da.
Oh god, what did I minimize?
We also converted a bunch of our loose coinage into platinum ingots.
Oh yeah,
So
I forgot about that.
Yeah, so we have 8 platinum ingots. Each one of them is worth 500 GP, and we've spread them out among the party. I think we've given 2 to everybody except Red, and Red, you're pretty much in charge of the like gold coins, the silver coins, the copper coins, if that makes sense.
Yay, I like money.
Yeah, so we have we still have that trapped as fuck chest with all the coins in it. It's disabled, so you can use it as a normal chest. Just looks cool and has tetanus in it. It's pretty neat. We also had a word with Amico about potentially getting some new armor for Silera, something that fits a little bit better. And we went to Amico's estate, and
Ooh.
she's not really staying there. It's kind of just like all the furniture's covered and like kind of getting dusty, but there's a guard out front, so it's safe, whatever. And she told us to go up into one of the bedrooms in the cabinet, and we found her mother's ancestral robes, which function as Masterwork Silken ceremonial robes. So Silera's got this fancy, dope-ass fucking battle dress that has like reinforced plates inside of it, but you'd never know.
That's pretty lit.
Yeah, and as part of Robin and Silera sort of going over this estate that's empty and sort of not in a state of disrepair but could use cleaning, Robin was like, hey, remember 6 and those others that we saved? Maybe we could like give them jobs as like stay-in maids and butlers. And we talked to Amico about it, and she was like, yeah, actually, we need people to run the glassworks because the goblins killed everybody. So 6, Belle, and some of the others that were saved, I would imagine the small boy, they're going to start working the glassworks, maybe take on some apprentices kind of thing. And the girls that we rescued are going to be live-in maids and take care of the place because nobody's really living there. And Miko's like, yeah, I just need somebody to take care of it for me so I can just leave whenever the fuck I want because I don't want to be stuck here. So they now have a place to stay and jobs, which is dope.
Yeah.
There's also, I don't want to spoil this bit, but we had a conversation with a very interesting individual that has not yet appeared before us in town. And let's just say that the conclusion of that conversation led Robin to have a vendetta about killing Lamashtu, and he's convinced it's the only way to cure his illness. Cheers.
And Silera now has more control issues than she's already had.
This is true. Yeah, yeah, that's also true.
So,
Yeah,
Cool.
she can't get a handle on control.
go ahead and take D6 for that wonderful summary.
Oh shit,
Oh,
got a
wow.
D6.
Hell yeah.
Like a D6, like a D6.
Way to go, buddy.
Hell yeah, dude. I'll take a d6.
And we're gonna start our session just right after we had the reveal of what might happen in the future for Robin and Celera, as the two of you sort of finished your conversation with the Madame. And I think you had just finished doing some additional questions as you were headed out, perhaps a little bit still confused about what you were just told. But yeah, it is. You still have a few more hours in the day left before your appointed schedule with the Paladins.
Yep.
As you know,
We on our way.
yeah. As you know, tomorrow morning at the crack of dawn, you will be departing town and heading for the hunt. So,
Right, how much time was in between?
so all in all,
This
it
was-
will have been 2 nights.
Yeah.
That you spent in town before you depart. So it already has been 1 night, and there's 1 more night before you have to depart.
Keep in mind too, once you prepare your spells, if you don't use them, you keep them.
No, so the only thing is I was gonna copy Grease from the one spellbook into the other.
You can also scribe a scroll.
Yes, and I'm gonna scribe a scroll. So I'm just gonna throw some money at a thing. Also, I ended up, just so people know, I ended up making wands. Unless people
That's a
think that's
7th level.
Yeah, you can't
Huh?
make that one yet.
Oh, I thought I just checked. Damn.
Yeah, no, it's level 7. You can take ring, I think, at 5.
Nope.
Craft wand.
I think
Wondrous
ring
is
is
probably the
5.
most versatile is craft wondrous.
Yeah.
I have here it
Yeah,
says
one-
5th level though. But-
Wand, I think, is 7th. Robert, you're the.
No,
you're the-
No,
It
ring is
actually-
7.
He's right. Yeah.
It
Oh.
is? Ring
Yeah.
is 7. Okay, I had them
Wand,
backwards.
yes.
Yeah,
Got
I
it.
wanted
Honestly,
ring.
Like,
Hmm.
Wondrous
But-
is probably best.
Okay, I will
Wondrous
take
is
that. Okay.
Just because you can do all
I
the
will
cool
take that
belts and headbands and shit.
Yeah.
Wondrous
It's
items.
best, it's best for the entire party. Wand is
Yeah.
probably best for you, to be fair.
It's true.
but-
True.
Yeah.
Depends
No,
if
I forgot about that
Sigis
'cause I
wants
was
to solo.
Yeah.
No, actually, it's arguably better for him. Because Wondrous items
Yeah.
does have
Have-
literally like 90% of
I mean,
the
yeah.
items in the game.
Also,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
may want to craft pearls of power for yourself.
Yeah, I was
Those are
talking to him
super
about that.
dope.
Yeah.
That being
Yeah.
said,
So if people
um,
want to, in the loot sheet, create a sheet of items, if they find something that's really cool and they think could be good, like items that I might be able to craft, just start a list and we'll
Alright.
be.
I'm making
do
a
it, Robert.
Siggy's. I'm making
Let's
a
do it,
Siggy's
Robert.
craft
Let's do it.
page right now.
Alright, we're
not
gonna
as
have
a
a
main
real
thing.
long list, real fucking quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
we can
That's
we can
okay.
do that between sessions.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
right
for
now
sure, for
I
sure.
do
No,
not
for sure.
believe
Yeah.
you're gonna have enough time for any item. Might be
Oh,
able to
definitely
craft
not.
something. You have 1 day, which is
A scroll for sure.
a scroll for sure. Anything that is worth 2,000 or less, market value, or 1,000. No, actually no. You need to craft
It's 1,000
something.
a day.
A
It's at
1,000.
the, up to 1,000 per day. Yeah.
Up to 2,000 if you up the difficulty by 5.
Oh yeah, up to difficulty. I
Yeah.
forgot about that. Yeah. I got agile half plate, right?
Fireforge,
Fireforge.
Masterwork,
Breast.
Agile, Dwarven, Breastplate.
Dwarven breastplate.
A dwarven is part of the design. It's not a
Okay.
modifier.
Oh, so it's agile breastplate. I'm sorry.
It's an agile breastplate with the fireforged material.
Gotcha.
Fireforged steel.
That's
which-
good because I can't use heavy armor yet.
Yeah. Just an FYI, if you have a fireforged steel armor, it does have a special interaction with a fireforged
With the-
steel
yeah,
weapon.
with a weapon. Yeah.
That's why I was saying. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, that would be good together.
That being said, Celera, Robin, after your encounter with the Madame, whose name I still have trouble pronouncing, where are you headed?
Madam M.
Madame M.
This was in the morning, right?
Yeah, sort of.
Yeah.
Early, before noon. Let's put it that way.
Mm-hmm. So yeah,
Late
we
morning.
just wanted to check in with her before we went to do the devil hunt, I believe, because that was like a last minute thing.
Yeah.
So you had agreed to talk to the paladins later today. Though you are aware that you're going to be departing in the morning. So whatever the paladins are gathering the party for, you're not quite certain, but they're expecting you tonight.
Oh, okay. I thought that we were supposed to do it in the morning, so I thought that we would be rushing. But in that case, if we're meeting them tonight, Robin's just gonna fucking rest for 8 hours and get rid of the last fucking strength damage.
All right.
There's nothing else for him to do.
Okay, you're gonna head back to the Rusty Dragon. Salera, you're gonna go with him. Gonna spend your day in the town. Any last minute adventures?
Does anybody know? So, the madame that we spoke with,
Yes.
is she well known in the town, or is she just kind of, is she a fixture of the town, or does she traveling like?
She owns a location in town, so you can
Okay.
be certain that at the very least, they visit often.
Okay.
Asking around town, which wouldn't take you very long. Pretty much anyone in town knows the madame. She's been living here since no one's too sure. So like they've been there before they came around, and you get that answer from pretty much anyone. So they've been around for quite a while.
And would she be in her shop sometime in the day while I have some free time?
The shop is open right now, and you just left it, so.
Oh, we were in the shop?
Yeah,
Okay,
you were
gotcha.
in the shop.
I couldn't remember. For some reason, I thought we were like in the church. No,
You
we were in the
crossed-
church. We saw her, and then we went to the shop. Gotcha.
So when you came across her in the church, she invited you to her shop.
Right. Okay. Thanks for.
Mm-hmm.
Then I will just go into my. I guess back to where I'm staying and just kind of sit at the bar and drink and kind of think about everything that she said.
Right.
Because I feel like I need some self-reflection and maybe some thoughts or plans for the future, because everything that she told me I really hinders on my actions. I feel like will affect everyone, so it's weighing a little heavy on myself.
Okay.
If that makes any sense?
No, it does make sense. In that case, what about everyone else? You've had a full day to enjoy yourselves, and you're now well into the second. What are everyone's activities, preparations, before your undeniable departure into this perilous hunt?
I will be tending to the people that I can and just being general help at the church.
All right.
Since we were supposed to pay it forward for that.
Certainly. Anything else other than spending your usual, say, 8 hours at the cathedral? Any personal time?
I don't think there's anything else that Dwarven would or needs to do before the trip.
Okay.
Actually, I'll go ahead and buy 2 things of holy water from the church.
Certainly. If you have the silver itself, there shouldn't be any problem crafting it from said silver powder.
I mean, I'm not sure if I've got. I could request it from the party and then give the party the.
My point being is that the material for the spell is literally silver powder.
Isn't it like 25 gold pieces worth of silver power or something like that?
Yeah, which you can just exchange because it is a common currency in Averzia.
Yeah.
We actually have silver powder.
Yeah.
Is what.
All right.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna
To
take
the-
the 25 gold or the 50 gold pieces off my sheet, and we'll just say that we gave him the silver powder.
Certainly.
Yep.
So we don't need to make like weird changes.
Yeah, of course.
I did trade that all in as well, so we should have
We'll
only.
figure out the semantics of that one later. So you're gonna end up the day helping Father Santos casting the necessary spells to purify the water, to sanctify the water. Father Santos actually chips in with a little bit of his own pocket money to craft a few extra doses of holy water to keep at the cathedral, taking advantage of the opportunity. But yeah, that sort of rounds out your day of service at the church. Sigis, what is your day dedicated to?
Well, I created a scroll, but I'm also going to head down kind of just to the sage, kind of see how I know he's gung ho to explore, and I can kind of tell him what was there, maybe what has not been there, what maybe has vanished from the tower, and kind of just see hopefully see if he's taking charge of kind of organizing the research of the tower.
Sure. When you come visit him, you find him. He's already half buried in books and scrolls, and you can tell that most of his usually well organized and stocked library sort of strewn about the room, making mounds of books on the floor and on his desk. And he's sort of he has this lively spark to him as he's rummaging through his research. Yeah, it looks like the preparations for a full exploration of the ruins are well underway.
Awesome.
Red, any last minute preparations for yourself?
Did you have anything else there, Siggy, before I start?
I need to look up something. So
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Red has been spending the last couple days helping out Bell and the others. So he's kind of spending his time. He's not good at doing the glassworks, but he's good at kind of talking to people. So as such, he's taken a rank in linguistics because he's picking up Menkayan, and a rank in
All right. So
profession merchant.
All right. So your past couple days have been dedicated to figuring out the ins and outs of becoming a proper merchant, a glasswork merchant with 6 probably. Visiting, spending most of your time at the glassworks. And
He's
6
kind of acting as translator as much as he can.
Yeah, no, actually 6 is sort of acting as the active translator for the ragtag group, the reformed family of former slaves, and he's been the one teaching you a little bit of Minkayan, as he is both fluent in Minkayan and Common. But yeah, he's an odd fellow. He sort of seems a little bit quite well educated, despite being a former slave. And after your first visit to the glassworks, he started wearing a pair of glasses that he recovered from there, and he seems to be able to read quite a lot better now that he has glasses on.
That's funny.
Yeah. Sigis, was there something in particular that you wanted to research?
I was just gonna say, I was gonna spend a little bit of money and hire him like an untrained hireling, basically as like just like a porter to help him out, like just basically be an extra set of hands because this guy's like an absent-minded professor, and I would like to, because like Sigis usually helps him out, and I know that we have all those freed people who are looking for work, and I looked and it's like 1 to 3 SP a day, so I was gonna get him like a little porter or something if that's possible.
So you want to
I'd-
hang on? You want to hire the sage as a porter, or you want to hire
No,
somebody?
no. I wanted like if because we had all those freed people that were looking for work, and I want to see can I pay one of them like 1 to 3 SP a day to like just help him out to like make his
Okay,
work
gotcha.
go
You
quicker.
wanna get you
I
wanna
wanna-
hire someone to
I want
help
to get
out.
him as an extra.
Okay.
Yeah.
You wanna
Like
hire
just
an
an untrained
assistant.
hireling.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Well, the rescued slaves are currently busy.
It's okay.
As they are being either trained or recovering from their former enslavement. They're having a little bit of slow time of adapting to life as a free person. However, there's quite a few people that are able to take that kind of job. And sure enough, if you go about probably the town hall would be the best place to go check out that kind of thing, or asking people in the taverns. That being said, it's not much of a chore to do so. It's not much of a task. And sure enough, you find a man around his late 20s that is happy to take on the job of helping out the sage. And they're sort of working. They're gonna charge you about 2 silver per day. Yeah, that sounds
It's
about
just
right.
gonna do like 2 weeks to start, and then so then that would be like GP a week, I think. I figured 2 GP it'll help, and it'll be pretty cheap.
Sure, that sounds about right. That being said, you sort of probably linger around trying to explain what the role involves, what kind of tasks they're going to go into. And sure enough, between A and B and getting them accustomed to the journey ahead, most of the day goes by. You've engrossed yourself perhaps a little bit with the research itself. The sage turns your ear out, talking about Thessalonian this, Thessalonian that, and it's early into the night, about 7 p.m. And I think about this time is when everyone starts to head back to the Rusty Dragon as they usually do. That being said, we find who exactly on the tavern, guys? Who comes down at this lovely
Me.
time to have dinner? So we have Salera. Robin, you
Yep.
went to sleep, so around this time you would be waking up.
Yeah, he's just getting 8 hours of bed rest because that's what's
Yeah.
required. So he's just
You
like,
went to bed at
chilling.
11, so
yeah,
you might already have been up for a while.
yeah.
Sorry, what time is it? I was doing other things, so I apologize.
7 p.m.
7 p.m. Yeah, I'm probably done with all of my duties, so I'd
Yep.
probably be there.
Yeah, Red's probably getting back from the other side of town around that time. Or well, not the other side, I guess, but you know.
All right. So in that case, we have everyone gathered up at the tavern, and sure enough, as you take your places in your usual table, you find yourself having a couple drinks poured without asking for them. Meals are already underway. The night service is ongoing, and you see the doors open, and sure enough, the two well-armored paladins walk into the tavern, give the lot of you a nod, and head over to your table. So, good evening. Is everyone ready?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm
Sure.
just a little confused though. I thought the plan was to go in the morning.
Yeah.
Well, vos rays are coming.
We want to hit the road in the morning before the crack of dawn.
Oh,
So-
so we want to head out now and then like start hunting when it's morning.
Not quite. What I meant is, are you ready with your preparations? I would like to depart town around 2 a.m.
Oh,
Oh.
fuck. I mean,
Yeah,
I'm really glad I decided to sleep all day. Yeah, I'm good. Yeah. Fuck yeah. And he just like puts his feet up, like, yeah, I'm ready. Are you guys ready?
Ow, an avocado. Thanks.
Yeah,
Well,
I can be
I think
ready.
so.
Yeah.
Time is it currently?
7.
7.
7. I don't
Oh,
require
okay.
that much.
Yeah. That's true.
Good.
Yeah, I'm good to go.
Well, if you got anything about what we'll be looking for or fighting, that would be good to maybe sleep
Yeah.
on as well, or maybe when we're traveling.
Sure. Sort of looks at his companion, and she takes a step forward. Grabs like puts both of her hands on the back of the chair and says, "All right. Here's what we do know. The creature has attacked different locals over the years. It has been running rampant, unable to be stopped the past decade. So, at the very least, we know that it is quite a powerful. Reports of a previous attempt at taking it down ended with the death of a pair of colleagues of ours. That being said, reports are mostly based on rumors about this creature. We know that it is predated. Um, it attacks during low tide when mists come frothing from the mountains, specifically from the Devil's Bladder. As all reports tend to originate from there, we believe its lair to be there. Our idea is to head south around the Devil's Bladder and head north from the Wisher's Well up into the mountain and search the local faults for possibly a cavern or similar place where the creature might be hiding. Aside from that, we don't know what kind of demon it is, but as most demons, we suspect it to have some kind of resistance to fire, acid, electricity. Most forms of elemental damage might be bounced off of its infernal hide.
What makes you think it's a demon,
The different
and not just some monster?
True, it could be just a monster that has escaped and eluded the locals for that long, but the different reports don't match any kind of creature, and, well, if our order thought it wise to send us, then surely it must mean a missive was sent from above.
Do you know anything about who sent your unfortunate late companions? I'm assuming that Sandpoint must have sent a message to the Order of like, "Come help us."
Indeed,
But
the last pair companions, they came here as a special request of the former mayor.
how long ago was that?
I believe that was 80 years ago. Might have been a little bit more recent. Not particularly aware of the specifics of it, I'm afraid.
So,
Okay.
this may be a bit obtuse, but what makes you think that we'll have more luck finding this thing than your colleagues? They were similarly equipped, weren't they?
There's more of us.
Well,
aside from that,
yes, indeed. That is why we have decided to ask for your help in the first place. We do believe ourselves capable and guided by the righteousness of Ayamade, but it would be foolish to think that our capabilities are so much further above those of our predecessors.
Also, kind of side note here. Iomade hates Lamash too, right?
With a burning passion, yes. He hates anything evil.
Great.
Demons above all other things.
Fantastic. So I have to kill Lamashtu or I'm gonna die.
What? You have to kill a god?
Yeah.
Do not be blasphemous. Lamashti is far from being a god. She is a demoness, mistress of anything.
Fair.
Okay, you have to kill something very, 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 very powerful. How exactly do you plan on doing that?
With great effort.
I mean, how isn't really the question. It's more when.
How
long do you have to get there?
I honestly, I don't know. From what I understand, it doesn't look good. It could also just be the ramblings of a crazy old lady. I don't know. But okay,
I
so
don't know.
okay.
She seemed pretty convincing.
She seemed
what
really
the
convincing.
Fuck are you talking about?
Okay, so there's this fortune teller, right? And this fortune teller puts out 9 cards on the table, right? And then she's like, okay, Silera, pick one for your fortune. So Silera picks one. It's all neat. It's got like a play or whatever going on. It's happy. And then I'm like, great. So I want to get one that's also cool. So I take a look at one. I'm like, I don't want that one. So I take another one and it's the same one. And I'm like, okay, all these are the same. And all of them are telling me that I'm dying and that I need to deal with whatever is the source of me dying and not me dying itself. Something like that. I don't know.
Well, couldn't you just work on lifting the curse? Wouldn't that also deal with the soul?
No, it was
No,
specifically
it literally
stated.
said that you can't fight the curse. You have to fight the person that gave you the curse, essentially, kind of.
And Dwali is already dead, so the only other option is Lamashtu. Just saying.
Well, is she dead, or is there some way she could still exist?
She's pretty dead.
I mean, I know we did do a good job killing her, but demon thingies are weird.
She wasn't a demon, though. She was trying to be a demon.
Yeah. Anyway, well, this is weird, but beside the point. What? So, all right. That's the information we have to go on, though.
So, paladins, what are Iomade's plans to kill Lamashtu? Can I get in on them also?
Certainly, as she sort of puts a hand on one of your shoulders, and Marcus puts a hand on your other shoulder, and they go, "Certainly, you can always count on Iomade to destroy all that is evil with a burning passion. You would be wise to join our ranks if that is your goal in the end. I'm sure that she would bring you into her folds with an open grace."
Okay, and not to be disrespectful, but I'm kind of on a timeline here. So, like, if we can speed this whole killing Lamashtu thing up, that would be ideal.
Foul demon at a time, one of her own creations at a time.
I'm really good at skipping lines. But okay. Let's start with this one, because I already agreed to that. Okay, so what other evidence do we have of this thing? How did your companions die? What was the cause of death?
Well, I'm afraid that is not easily explained, as they simply went missing. We were never able to retrieve their bodies.
Oh,
so they were eaten.
As far as we know, yes.
That gives us an option, though, because if they weren't recovered, we may be able to find signs of them. We got that Shalelu might be able to give us a hand. She's a tracker.
This was 8 years ago.
Okay, but I don't know. Maybe they dropped their armor in the woods or something.
I feel like we'd noticed that.
Who would have been looking?
8 years ago.
I think we're all going to be keeping a lookout. Yeah.
No. I mean,
somebody also might have stolen it by now. I don't know. I don't think that's I think we just need to go looking for it. Because you said that it shows up in low tide, right?
Well, low tide is usually accompanied by a mist. We're not certain if it's The mist or the low tide kind of brings the creature about.
Okay. Well,
Ver-
hypothetically, it could be trapped in a cave by the water, and it can only get out during low tide.
Or it uses the
The
cover of
last-
the mist to be concealed.
The
Probably
last
both.
report we obtained from our companions, they had left instructions that they were heading towards the Devil's Bladder. So that is our first and foremost lead. That being said, if local rumors are to be believed, this creature is horse-like, but breathes fire and has burning eyes that cut through the fog before it devours the
Horse.
souls of those poor victims to come across it.
That sounds like a nightmare.
Indeed.
Like, no, like, not like, oh, this is going to be a night. No, that literally sounds like a nightmare. My aunt told me about them once.
Oh,
Like,
you
That's
like
all- yeah.
a horse of the night sort of thing.
No. Literally, the demon. That's called a nightmare. It's
Oh.
like a hell horse.
I don't like.
I know
the
fucking
sound of
nothing
that.
else about them. Yeah, I know nothing else about them, about what they look like, and that they're fucking awful. But also, I don't think
Well-
it eats. So, I don't know. Maybe his master
Would-
does.
It would be like, what would be knowledge? It would be knowledge planes to
Yeah,
like know about nightmares.
Can I go ahead and
Not
roll a
just
check
that
for-
this is it, but then
Sure.
would I be able to figure out about
roll
nightmares
roll
and then
me,
see if that applies?
roll me a knowledge. Hang on. Knowledge religion.
Also, can I
Oh.
roll a knowledge local about the Devil of Sandpoint?
You can roll me a knowledge local for the Devil Sandpoint. The Sandpoint Devil, technically.
May I
Easy.
also try the knowledge local on the same point?
Sure.
The one knowledge skill I have, so I might as well use it.
Yep.
I was hoping that you were gonna say knowledge planes because I just put some points.
Some ranks into it.
Look at us
Nice. Nice.
fighting.
You have
Um,
impressive knowledge religion.
Yeah. Silera, you've heard some stories about
Classic bird.
nightmares. These sort of ethereal creatures that prance about those unfortunate to be out during the night, and they're the type of undead creature. Well, they're technically not undead, but the type of ghostly creature that hunts and preys upon the subconscious of people. They sort of devour sapiens itself, and they sort of tend to hunt their prey down and slowly whittle them. Red and Robin, you ever heard rumors, local rumors about the Sandpoint Devil? It's mostly used by mothers as a don't go out at night kind of story for the kids. Make sure that everyone's probably scared shitless about ever leaving the home at night. Most people don't leave the city at night anyways, but you always do end up getting a few teenagers that go into the woods to, have some fun outside of parental observation.
Getting whiskey.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Rob people.
Aside from that, there's always the crazy uncle that says, "Yes, I saw the Sandpoint Devil when I was out and about in the farm, and it came about and ate all my sheep and cows." That kind of crazy talk in the town that lasts about 20 minutes before somebody's written off as being insane. But sure enough, there have been reports of cows and sheep going missing in the night, and huge creatures of shadows lurking at the edge of a farm, being blamed as the culprits.
Wait, huge? Like, are we talking like
Giant size?
dozens of feet, or like
We're
just
talking the size of a mammoth. Wait,
Oh.
no,
Oh,
mammoth
okay,
would be a
so-
terrible. Actually, no. in Galarian, mammoths actually still
Yeah.
are not extinct.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah,
the
the size
mammoths
of
are
a mammoth.
They're
so-
huge, and they are huge. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Malfeshnikor was large, and he sucked. So if we're fighting something that's huge,
Well, I wouldn't give too much credence to a bunch of farmers' rumors. I mean, yes, something's out there. The sheep and cows are disappearing, but your eyes play tricks on you in the dark. You know.
okay. But how about this? It's got to be big enough to take a fucking cow and leave.
Well, I think Malfeshnikor could have done that if he had the mind to.
I
Like,
wouldn't
you know
be
what I mean?
surprised if
Size-wise.
that creature could lift a cow by itself.
So it's at least as big as Malfeshnikor.
Indeed.
At least.
Yeah, but that's better than a fucking mammoth.
I don't believe there's much point to endlessly worry about what this creature might or might not be. We know that it is a demon, and we know that we must prepare for the worst of their abilities. So,
Do we know it's a demon though? I'm still not sold.
again, we were sent by a missive of our order, not by a request of Sandpoint.
Oh, okay.
We received order from our superior, even though we don't know why the order came when it did. If it did, because it did come, we do know that it is a divine missive, and therefore there must be reason why Ayomade would send us to this place and time.
Hey, look, Robin, Iomede's already on your side. You got this.
I mean, yeah, I guess I just get brownie points until the Mashu's dead, so start with number 1, and Robin's gonna be like, we gotta be there at 2, right? 2 in the
2
morning?
a.m. we are
Right?
departing.
Okay. Does anybody want to do anything?
Any potions or anything you would suggest picking up before we leave?
Yes, I would like to recommend that if you have any form of mental protection to detract from the demon's ability to coerce you or intimidate you, which are common tactics. I would
Protection from evil.
I would suggest that you focus on that.
I've got communal protection from evil. Just heads up.
That is a good
Hit me
idea.
with
Oh.
that. Good.
Well, I mean, that does that.
Given the different ways this creature has been described, I would recommend some kind of protection from fire as well. Aside from that,
Dorbin
well-
hits his breastplate.
Attaboy.
Uh,
I guess Sega's gonna need some like cure wounds too, which would be
ways
nice,
to
but I
heal
can pick those
yourselves
up.
would also be in great need. Judging from how our previous attempts at demon hunting have gone, bring as much healing as you can.
Dorbin opens up his pack and shows off 4 potions of cure light wounds and a wand of cure light wounds.
Excellent.
Nope.
Then I
How
also have
many
my spells.
charges are in our wand?
50.
Originally, how many are left?
In my wand of cure light wounds.
Yeah.
Let me check my wands roll.
Aside from those preparations, hi, Marcus. Just sleep well. We're gonna need all of our strength for tomorrow. I think that's about it. And he claps his hands, pats
38.
you on the back,
Okay,
Robin.
that's good.
He goes,
Okay.
sleep well, rest up. We'll wait by the southern entrance to town. But we are departing at 2 a.m., with or without
Alright.
you.
All right.
Loud and clear.
Real quick before you guys leave,
Yeah.
do you guys have any cold iron or silver, or are we just gonna gloss over that?
I got a
Oh,
spear.
My bad. I forget that most people don't carry silver and cold iron weapons just for the sake of it. We are armed with such weapons, I would recommend that you arm yourselves with the same.
Okay, cool.
I'm going to be using my sword, but I've got a cold iron spear if you want to use that, Robin.
Probably not.
Well, I mean, it's there if someone wants it.
I can check if I can even use a spear. It's like a staff, right?
Nope.
No, it's
It's a
Marshall.
simple weapon, though.
Is it
Oh,
simple?
simple,
Oh,
sorry.
spear
I
is
think it's simple,
simple,
yeah.
Yeah,
Finding
yeah.
it.
Yeah, so you wouldn't be able to use it then.
Okay.
Oh,
Well,
Alright,
I got nothing to do, so I'm just gonna have some dinner and relax.
Good. Is there anything
Yeah.
else you would need from us before we depart?
Well, I don't know if I got to say it earlier, but we really do appreciate you having backed us up with that Malfeshnical fight. That would not have gone well if you weren't there.
No need to thank us. Thank Ayomade for that.
Well, either way, you can pass it on for us.
I will put your words into my prayers tonight. With that being said, I bid you good night. There's much to rest upon. And with that, they sort of turn around. They give you a little bit of a bow before they depart, leave through the front door. God knows where they are spending the night. Is there anything anyone else would like to do before 2 a.m.?
I would like to talk to these fine folks about why the hell they went to see a fortune teller.
We didn't.
I'm gonna go ahead and sleep before 2 a.m. I think that's what I'm gonna do.
Eat. Yeah.
Alright.
yeah, same as Sigus.
We didn't seek out the fortune teller. She scared us and was like, "Hey, come to my shop." And we're
Can
like,
I
"Huh?"
Can I roll a knowledge local to see if this crazy lady is actually worth anything or if she's just nuts?
You are a local. You know this lady. This lady was around when you were born.
Wait, what's her name? What's her name?
Madam
Oh.
M.
Well, that's a
Madam
Uh,
M.
I will
Madam
try.
M.
I will try to pronounce her name. Let's see if I can.
I believe in you.
Oh fuck! I need to find her name again. Hang on.
Is she like Viserion or something? And has one of those
she's an
wacky
elf.
names?
Okay.
Okay.
Give me one sec. I know where her name is. I just need to scroll far enough to get to it. It's at the very back of the book. I was clearly not prepared for that question. It's surprising because it was very obvious that that was gonna come up.
Trap the GM. Successful.
No, madam.
We can just call her Miss M for now if you want.
Mvashti is her surname.
Vashti.
Her first name is Niska. Niska Mvashti. She is.
Madam M.
Actually, did I say she was an elf? No, she's a human.
No, she's human. Yeah, she's an old.
She is fully human. She sort of. She looks younger than she is, which is not saying much because she does look like 70 something. She looks like your typical granny, and she's covered in these elaborate silken robes with like another layer of clothes on top of it. And she is known to be a rather mysterious person. She does operate her own shop, which, among other things, dabbles in fortune telling, which is actually pretty accurate. Most mothers visit her shop to know the gender and fortune of their unborn child, for instance. Men tend to go to her before deciding on big life changes. But aside from that, she is also a healer. She does tend to some wounds. She does serve some apothecary products, and she also does provide some magical services in case you need them. She's a little bit of a sorcerer as well.
Well, at least she didn't go to one of the old Thieves Guild people who ran the tarot schemes. I think Miss M there actually might have something, so maybe not as full of shit as I thought it was initially.
Okay.
Yeah, no. Aside from that, he just wanted to make sure that they hadn't gone and like gotten hoodwinked by someone.
Nope, we're good.
What you do know, give me a knowledge level for this one. I want to add a little
Okay.
bit more information depending on.
There we go.
Okay.
Yeah.
You do know that perhaps the last decade, how old is Red actually?
45.
45. So in the past, like when you were very young, she seemed to have a lot more clientele. Nowadays, it's a lot less popular to get your reading done. And whenever you've sort of accompanied anyone to get a reading, even when you were younger, there was one time when Bisky went to get his reading done, and she does not get any enjoyment out of doing the readings, and she is very strange whenever she does do the reading. She almost acts possessed.
Yeah, weird old lady, but I mean, she's got some power. She can heal and do minor magics and stuff. So, like I said, better than Thieves Guild.
Yep.
Or, I guess, no longer ex-Thieves Guild thing.
She's a real deal.
Well, I wouldn't go that far, but not entirely fake. Maybe a little bit crazy, a little bit magic. You know, that mix. Anyway, I'm gonna go pass the fuck out because apparently we got all we need for this adventure. I will see you all in the morning.
Yep.
Sounds good.
All right. Anything else you'd like to do before you depart in the morning? I'll take that as a no if nobody answers.
Nope.
I don't think so.
All
I
right.
can't think
So,
of anything.
morning, quote unquote, morning comes. It is way before the crack of dawn. The sky has this purplish tone to it, even though it's still completely dark out, and you can see the lights of the stars sort of tinkling in the sky. There's a thin layer of a cloud strolling above, and you find the pair of paladins, each holding a torch at the entrance of the town. Sure enough, you meet up, you exchange greetings, and you depart to town, off into this hunt with a little bit of a calm weather, almost a silent day start to the day. There doesn't seem to be any animals as you head south across the river. On the road, there's pretty much no activity. As you head southeast. Maybe over here. Double check the there. Okay. So the paladins take you south, then southwest to avoid the mountains, all around the coast side road. And as you do, the sun is starting to rise up. By the time that you reach the off-road and start going along the side of Kruger Creek, you come upon a sort of a lonely warehouse that is sort of tucked away by the roadside. You can see that there's a few sets of tracks leading in and out of it. One of the doors is slightly ajar, but aside from that, there seems to be nobody manning the place. The paladins are sort of marching on and going further southeast. You start to see the beginning of the different farms as you come across them. Beautiful golden crops covering every single hill as far as the eye can see. And then there's the tiny road that cuts through them that you're on. And eventually, it has already been about 10 hours of your journey. It is around noon that you finally get to do a stop for the day. You've reached this massive construction of stone, and you can tell that it is sort of the base of a tower. And there's a set of stairs spiraling around the circumference of this stone structure. And sure enough, the locals would know that this place is the Wisher's Well. And for those of you that don't know this, the paladins do inform you that. Alright, this is our first stop. We'll have lunch, rest up for a couple hours, and then we'll start our ascent over to the Devil's Bladder.
That place is not up to. We can't climb that.
What do you mean?
That place is not up to code. We can't climb that.
What? The well?
Code.
If you walk up it, shit's gonna break code.
There's a code for that?
That's a new code.
No, it's like, god damn it, you guys.
Dude,
Honestly, I've never heard of
is this some rich person thing?
It must
Code?
Yes, yes, it is. Yes, it is.
It's
Yes,
not.
I think it is-
absolutely. You're
I think
poor.
it
Yeah.
escapes everyone
Yeah.
else of us. That being
I
said,
am clearly the richest one here. So
so
Right,
Robin,
you were.
this thing actually does not look out of code. It is.
You are a
It
straight
does
line.
look. It does
Wrong.
look pretty fucking sturdy. The structure looks like a well, like a stone well in the middle of town, except that instead of being proportioned to a house, it is like proportioned to a mountain. It is about like 50 feet in diameter, and it is about 30 feet tall on the sides.
but are there handrails?
Well,
No, they're not. But
you-
the sort of ladder,
Not up to code.
the stone ladder,
Jesus.
sorry, the stone stairwell that sort of circles around it, is about 10 feet wide. So you can fit more than one person going up and down the stairs.
No railings.
No
Not up
railing.
to
Indeed,
code.
it is no up to code.
Did I fucking
No,
stutter?
no you're right. It does not have railings. It is not up to code.
All right, I don't think this is a rich thing. I think this is he's scared thing. I think is what this is.
Huh. Well,
What?
I'm gonna go
Us
up.
dwarves build these things all the time. It's plenty
I'm a-
sturdy.
I'm gonna go up the well and throw a copper in for good luck and all that. So see you in a few.
A copper? Is that some poor person joke I'm too rich to understand?
All have
Well,
pooled
you-
money.
You know the smallest form of currency in Galarian that you were living on after you got ran away from your parents.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I made off with a fortune because I'm smart. Who runs away poor? I ran away rich.
So, as the two of you are
Anyway.
sort of walking around having this conversation, Red, do you want to
Anyway.
toss a coin into the Wisher as well?
That's a
Oh my god,
Toss a
seriously.
coin to
I'm
the
gonna be honest with you. I was waiting to make the joke, and now you guys ruined it.
Yeah, no, he'll give a little he'll walk up, give a little whistle, and chuck a coin in. He's like, for good luck and all that.
I was literally gonna be like, toss a coin to your wisher, because
Yeah.
It's a wishing well.
God damn it, Robert.
I mean,
Toss
you
the
got
coin
Iomade,
to your
I got
wisher.
I got
no,
this
it's
big
literally
rock.
wisher's well. It's
Yeah.
literally
Yeah.
wisher's well. So that's
Yeah.
why I was gonna make the joke,
Yeah.
not wishing well. Yeah.
I'm gonna
know.
cast light on my coin and then throw it in and look down to see what I can see down there.
Sure.
Wizards.
So
I pushed
so
the-
first Red.
I'm
You,
gonna drown and die.
so Red, you toss a coin. What do you wish for?
Well, we're on foot, and he doesn't think it'll actually do anything, so he wishes for a horse.
Sure. I really wish I had a horse right now. And you toss your coin. Give me a 1d100.
Oh my
Are you
god.
are you fucking kidding?
No, just give me a 1d100.
Nope.
So you toss the coin. You hear it sort of, and then you stop hearing it. You never hear the plop. Kind of like, all right, that was a little bit weird. You turn around, then you hear the plop, very tiny plop of something hitting water, and there was like a 30-second delay to it.
Holy cats, that's a deep well.
So, Sigus, you come up behind Red, and you cast light on your coin. Starts shining as if it were made of this brilliant gold, reflecting the sunlight, the noon's light.
Fucking show off.
You toss it. What do you wish for?
I hope to find another spellbook soon because that was fucking awesome. He's gonna spill the collection.
Sure. You're like,
You
oh
went to
man,
the
I
library."
wish I could find
Yes.
another spell book. Flick
A
the
learning
coin
grow.
into the well. Give me a 1d100.
Ooh, almost 69.
You you hear the coin for a couple seconds, and then you sort of stop hearing it cutting through the air. But you can keep track of that little dot of light as it sort of casts
They far away.
the aura of light around it, lighting up the walls of the inside of the well. And you see it keep drop, and the light sort of keeps dimming away as it gets further away from you. And you see suddenly the walls that were being illuminated stop being illuminated, but you can still see the coin shining and becoming smaller and smaller.
big cavern.
Like it's
Yeah.
connected to a very big cavern, and you see the coin dip into the water, and you see for a second these wonderful rays being deformed by the water, this murky water, as it's casting its light upwards and towards you, and you see several humanoid figures at the bottom of the well, and for just a second you see some of them start to crawl around, moving on the surface of the water, and then the coin is gone, and darkness reigns again at the bottom of the well.
Robin takes a copper,
The fuck was
throws
that?
it down,
Fuck.
and says, "I wish all of those things were dead."
What the fuck was
Don't-
that?
Don't kill the humanoid things. They might be okay.
Just
They
be
just
like-
live in a well. It might be fairies.
How-
You know
That
what the
shit's
fuck?
How
not
long has
normal.
this well been here?
I'm rolling my
Well,
D100 now.
Sure, give me a 1d100 as you drop another coin into the well.
Dick.
Salera,
You-
throw a coin in and unwish Robin's
doing-
wish. That was bullshit.
Hey,
I
hey,
want a horse.
friends don't do that to each other.
Why are you two sociopaths?
I'm not a sociopath. He wants to kill all the things in the well.
Okay,
What the fuck?
Tell me what humans crawl around on all fours in water.
I
No,
didn't
Let's
say
drop something
they.
that floats.
I didn't say they were human. I just said that it wasn't a smart idea to kill whatever's in the well. It's not like they're bothering us.
It's not like this wish is actually going to have any repercussions at all.
Hey, you don't know that. You just started worshipping a magical sky lady.
What?
I mean,
On what planet did I start worshiping a magical sky lady?
Well, whatever Iomade is.
A goddess?
Yeah, magical sky
Robin
lady.
just looks at the paladins like, who the fuck is this guy.
Also, Dorban socks you in the nuts. The
Yeah,
fuck?
also, like half our party worships her.
Hey,
by the way.
guess
I mean,
what?
I don't worship her, but she is like an allied deity to mine. So
I'm pretty
My-
sure
my
Red
mistake.
floats. We could toss him in.
Yeah, but
I
then you
wonder
wouldn't
if-
have my witty banter.
Mine is.
I don't think there's anything witty about your banter. All right.
So just to clarify, right now Red, Sigis, and Robin are at the top of the well, throwing coins. The
Yeah.
Paladins are by the campfire as they're starting to prepare some lunch. And there's a 30-foot gap between the two of you. Like there's a wall separating the two of you, the two groups.
Just
Uh,
yeah.
And like when you say like the Paladins know, they're gonna like, what are you talking about? As they're shouting up to you.
Sigis will
Red
just
is being
be like,
blasphemous
guys,
again.
Hang on.
I just
Sigis?
need focus for just give me 1 minute. 1 minute. And then the Paladin's like, there are some creatures at the bottom of this well, and that don't know if we should be concerned about this. What do people think about the mysterious creatures at the bottom of this old ancient well?
Well,
mean,
I
do
wish
you-
for them to die already.
I vote not our
we care?
problem. Yeah, they're at the
Okay.
bottom of a giant fucking well.
Yeah, they're just.
Want to make camp right by the well?
How
Well,
much
I
of
don't
a
think
mysterious
we're-
creatures?
how much
we're
of a
not-
drop is there to the well?
A long
A lot.
freaking
Big.
drop, and there's a cavern between the water that they're swimming in and the
I was
well.
just thinking we drop some. We'd light something.
Okay.
We drop down. Everyone's looking. Maybe we know what they are.
Guys, I
Maybe
can
we see them
literally just
crawling up.
I can just climb down. I don't give a shit.
The worst of all the ideas. That's you
I
going
can-
down in first with us being unable to
I
follow
mean,
you.
I think it's a great idea.
I think I
Well,
got this,
You
guys.
would you would say that.
Go for it, Robin. You got it. I believe in you.
Yeah, Robin's just gonna hop up on the edge and be like, "No, no, guys, I got this," and he's just gonna like leap of
Can-
faith off,
can
but
you
like,
Tie a rope around
But-
yourself at
but
least.
like, he sort of leap of faiths off, but he also like sort of turns into the wall as he goes, and he just uses his ninja ability to fucking walk down the wall.
Sure.
And while he's doing that.
No. Hang on.
Oh,
Robin.
this is
No, I
gonna
wanted to do
end.
something funny.
Robin,
This is how
give
his
me
character
give me
dies.
a reflex save.
Okay. I'm really glad you didn't say will, because reflex is actually the one that I'm okay at. I think we're
There
okay
you
here.
go.
Fran.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I do
Yeah,
a cartwheel
so
off
you
the edge.
start walking down, and then you very quickly realize why this might not be the best idea, because you're walking down the inside of a well, and you can start to feel the moisture after your third step in the air, and then you feel your foot sort of slide down as you step on a piece of stone that has a little bit of moss growing on it, and you manage to stabilize. But you feel like your key almost shudder and lose your grip on the wall.
Okay, let me see here. Because as a character creature that has
This works the same as if you were on solid ground and you were slipping on ice.
Yeah. I just also get a bonus 2 climb as well. It's a +5 DC because it's slippery,
Yeah,
right?
you managed to stabilize yourself, but you know that this is gonna be like it can only get worse from here on.
Just as a
Uh,
note, as soon as he jumped, Red started scrambling for rope.
We'll do a
Uh,
grappling hook.
Yeah,
I do also get a
whatever we got.
+8 to climbs as well.
Yep.
So between that and having a climb speed, I should be okay because I should be
know,
able to
bluff.
catch myself. Oh, I put that in bluff instead of it's right beside it. But yeah, I have a +14 to climb, so I should be okay.
Sure. Do you want to keep going down?
Yeah, and if I ever determine that it's like this is a sleek surface that cannot be climbed by anything but like magic, then I'll be like, nah, fuck this.
Okay.
I'm out.
So after your first 50 feet of descent, you are pretty much in darkness right now.
I have torch,
Um,
but
Sure. Do you want to? Are you holding out a torch?
no, ion torch. I have it on
Ion
my head,
torch,
and
okay,
I've got
yeah,
my hands on the wall too. I'm doing four points of contact instead of 2 to be
Okay.
sure.
So you're sort of crawling on the wall vertically downwards, and your stone
I'm
starts.
Spider-Manning.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're Spider-Maning.
Yeah.
Your stone starts to flicker and lights up once you're in sort of a dark surface.
Mhm.
And you can see ahead of you, like the moss becomes a little bit more prominent, but still, I mean, it's slippery, but it's not the worst. You're getting to the point where like the stones, the stone bricks are becoming fused with the ground, and you're seeing a lot more stone, like natural formed stone.
Just
And
easier to
then
climb, right?
it's actually harder because the surface is sleeker. There's no
Okay.
chisel marks. And you're seeing a lot more moss at this point. You've reached sort of the point where you can see the end of the pit and where the cavern begins, and you start to see the light from your iron torch being reflected on the water beneath. You can't make out any kind of silhouette, but you can see like the soft reflection of the on the water, and you can see that the water is sort of a little bit turbulent. Like there's a couple of ripples and waves across its surface.
Okay.
There's still about another. You've gone down about 70 feet, and there's still another like 70 feet more.
So it's just like 70 feet of well wall and then just fucking cavern drop.
Yep.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, I mean, he'll just sort of sit there, make a perception check, and see if he can make out anything from the closer distance, and maybe he can see like under the well wall and like into the cavern a bit. Maybe there's.
Sure. Give me. At this point, you sort of, if you want to reach to the edge of the where the cavern begins proper, like, and reach around with your head.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to give me a climb check because it does exceed a DC 15 at this point.
Okay. So I need to roll like above a 2.
You're looking for above a 5.
Okay.
It is a slick vertical surface with
Yeah.
slippery
There we go.
added to it.
Get a 6.
Yeah,
I don't know.
that is
No.
in total 23. Yeah.
Yeah, 23.
So you managed to reach around. You can feel yourself losing a little bit of grip on the surface, but you're managing to cling onto it.
Mhm.
As the pit sort of reaches its sharp end, the cavern sort of opens up at a 90-degree angle and has this sort of dome shape. And it is actually quite massive. The first thing that pops into view is the fact that there are tunnels on the walls near you, going deeper into the earth. There's sort of this slick substance on the walls that is clearly not moss anymore, and it sort of looks like proper wetness on the wall. It's not. It also doesn't look like water because it's not flowing. It's not dripping, and it looks that it has that sort of like perfect homogeneous reflectiveness to it. Almost like, for us, it almost looks like plastic. For Robin, it looks like a super viscous slime that has stuck to the walls.
Robin
give me a perception
doesn't
check.
want to be here anymore.
Give me a perception check.
No shit. Shouldn't have wanted to be there from the get-go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sort of as you sort of start to climb
Please
back,
note
going
the
like
chain of
nope,
ropes
nope,
going
nope.
down.
As you start going like nope and pulling back, you see your light sort of casting just enough into a hole in the wall that you see a figure sort of just barely making out in the light as it comes towards you out of the hole, climbing onto the walls, and you hear this wet slapping sound as their hands webbed grab onto the ledge and start crawling towards you. You pull back, and then you hear silence for a second as you continue to crawl away from them. But yeah, no. You didn't quite make out what that thing was, but you were like 20 feet up the wall by now.
So remember the plan that I had to just like send a bunch of explosives into Thistletop and blow it up? I'm going to reiterate that plan and say that we move the location from Thistletop
How about
to
you?
here.
How about
Oh,
you
really?
get out
You
of the
don't want to
hole
just go
first?
check it out? You sure?
I did check it out, and my consensus is we fucking nuke it. Okay?
Now that you've gotten a really good close look.
Everyone else
Yeah,
we
who's
could-
around Robin at this point, give me a perception check.
Wait, oh, did he
I
get
mean,
back up?
Robin's climbing back up.
Yeah, Robin's
yeah.
He's not
climbing back
fucking
up,
around. Yeah.
but like he's
Yeah,
climbing
okay.
up
Also,
at
there,
full
there,
speed.
there
We
is
are
a,
lowering
there
a
is a
glowing,
giant
dangling,
rope
grappling hook.
into the going down
Yeah.
into this thing.
Yeah,
We
so
actually
like,
have enough rope that we've been lowering it down to you.
But
Yeah.
it took a while to get it all together. So
Yeah, so he's probably on his way back up by the time it gets to him.
and he's like
Robin's-
crawling at full speed up.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
like fucking. I'm going up the wall at 30 feet because I have to go half speed. I can't double move because I'm stealthing.
Nope.
So yeah, I'm gonna look at the rope and be like,
Stealthing with a light on his forehead.
in a dark
Hey.
pit.
well, obviously, like as part of a move action, I'm gonna get rid of it. But you know,
Okay.
yeah. So I'm gonna. I don't
I'm
think
a
I need
glowing
the
invisible
rope.
man.
Mostly it's for silence because there's no line of sight.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm just gonna climb back up. I
Sure.
don't think I need the rope.
So you climb by the rope, and everyone else can see that Robin is just doing just fine, but he's clearly running away from something towards you guys.
If we pull it quick enough, it'll stab him in the ass.
Okay.
Pull him up by his asshole. Let's do it.
No, he's running from something. Pull the rope back. We don't want it to get onto the rope. Nope,
Yeah.
nope.
I think I can climb faster than you guys can pull me up.
Most of
We're,
it.
Probably.
Probably.
we're now just
So-
pulling the rope up too.
That's
you
why I'm
man-
not using it.
You manage to get the group back together. Robin is standing beside you, and like he seems to be in one piece. Dorbin.
Yeah.
When he climbed out of the well and he sort of picked himself up to stand up, there's like this slimy liquid sort of like sticking to his hands that could pass off as being moss, but like it has a different sort of sheen to it, and he is emanating this sort of odor of rotten fish.
Ew.
So
I inform the group of all of this.
Well,
Yeah.
Sickest,
he
you may
smelled
want
like
to-
rotten fish beforehand, so
I
that's
mean,
not
do
a
you-
change.
Sickest, do you happen to know what's on his hands? Because that shit looks disgusting and it smells awful. I know
I
you guys
would-
can't smell it as well, but I'm like right next to his hands and it is not pleasant.
Are you sure that's not his normal smell?
Okay.
I,
will come in to check it out, but he'll still be like, "Someone look down the well."
also I did.
Watch down.
Oh,
the
are
well.
they climbing up? That's true. That's a good call. I don't think they're following me.
So as
to be honest.
as you turn to look into the well, it doesn't look like there's anything within the reach of the light that you can see.
I will
climbing
cast
up.
light on a pebble and then drop it down.
Yeah, sure enough, you don't see anything climbing out of the thing, but once again, when the pebble reaches the bottom, you see some movement and a.
Can I wish upon the pebble that I dropped?
Sure, you can wish upon the pebble. What are you wishing for?
I wish that Robin would just be better. Like would feel...
Would
A
stop
better-
Sure,
doing
give me-
stupid shit.
Literally, all of that
I
went
wish
perfectly.
That his
What's the
disease
problem?
would be cured completely.
Okay.
Oh, you
Sure.
wish for my disease to be cured. Okay, good.
Sure, give me a 1d100.
Oh, I thought you meant his personality.
I mean, that's
That is.
I mean,
his
yes, that would
disease.
also be great.
I mean, it's a nice wish. Hopefully, it will become true.
Yeah.
I still want
I
my
mean, after
horse.
as a wishing well, I dropped something down.
Yep.
I would also like to point out that whatever those fucking things are down there, not okay. There's a hive down there of them. They can crawl on ceilings. We should light them all on fire. Change my mind.
Brent, I'm not sure if you know how fire and water work.
No, like not the water part, like all this gunky shit that smells like fish entrails.
Well-
I'm gonna look at the gunk. I don't know. It's gone.
Sure. Give
Squeeze.
me.
I squint real hard.
Give me.
Ultra
vote we
Arcane,
just
perfect.
leave.
Give me a knowledge dungeoneering or your choice, knowledge nature.
Ooh.
I am going to do. They're the same. I'm gonna do dungeoneering.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyone else?
Yeah.
Anyone
I rolled
else
terribly.
that cares to analyze this gunk can give me the same kind of check.
I
Either
only have
or,
local.
but not both.
You said knowledge engineering or knowledge nature?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, whichever's
either
better.
or.
The same. I'm gonna do the nature then. See what happens. Nope.
Nope.
Wow.
That's a
Garbage.
solid roll, Solera. Good job.
I mean, I could get higher than that, to be fair.
Shut
So could
up.
I. And I'm not even trained in it.
Alright, anyone else?
I
I
tried,
think
guys.
that is a no.
It's
No.
yeah, no.
I can't roll it.
Nope.
Okay.
I'm
Sigurd, from the smell and from the texture, this must be some kind of either swamp or water-based creature, and that's as much as you can get out of that. It's like, yeah, no. The smell tells you that whatever this thing is feeding off of some kind of underground fish, which does not bode well.
Oh, these could
Um,
be drowners, like from the Witcher stories.
So like, is this? How close are we to where they think the like demon is? Like, could this possibly be the source of people going missing?
Well, they
This
were
is whole new.
human-sized,
No,
so they can't carry a cow away.
it was on the platter, I think.
Okay.
We're not even on the platter yet.
We don't
Um,
camp here.
So
No, we're
if
just
you look at the
eating
map,
lunch here and then we
File
leave.
this very much under city problem, or push this off till later.
Yep.
if you look at the map, the entirety of the southern eastern area is called the farmlands, and those are the farms that provide food for both Sandpoint and export to Magnamore. Those are the places that have been attacked.
Is
Oh,
Sandpoint
so
the
this could be
closest
it.
town to this?
Come again?
Yes.
Is Sandpoint the closest town?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
These farmlands technically belong to Sandpoint or are under the jurisdiction of Sandpoint, but Sandpoint in turn is part of the jurisdiction of Magnamore.
Gotcha. I feel like we should tell somebody in Magnamar about this.
All right.
'Cause
'Cause honestly, I don't think we can do anything about it. We are not equipped to handle these guys.
Well, yeah, unless someone can close up this well, I think we're out of luck, and we just don't piss off the angry well creatures.
Or we could just, dump a bunch of unstable nitroglycerin in there and just be done with it.
I mean,
Yeah, that sounds
like a
work
bad
to
idea.
me. I
There's
don't
no way
want
that
to
I'm
do
confident
that.
enough that we have enough to kill them all, and
Yeah, I'm
and
not sure if you've ever
guarantee that.
kicked a hornet's nest. It doesn't end well.
No, I usually hire other people to do that for me. Or,
Yeah, that
well,
makes sense.
which is
why
what
you're
we're
so
gonna do.
stupid about it.
Wow, rude. Well, I mean,
So we're,
I'm not
so
sleeping
we're all
tonight.
in agreement.
Well, we're not camping here, are we?
No.
No,
we're
we're
Okay.
staying for
This is
2
just for
hours.
lunch.
Well, actually,
Yeah,
one
it's
more
not-
hour now.
It's not a problem then. Let's just leave this alone and leave. Not a problem.
Say we don't stay the next couple hours. We'd move our break for half an hour away from now.
It's fine. If anything comes out, we'll push it back in.
Yep.
While everyone is arguing, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna toss a coin to the
Wisher.
wisher. Yeah.
Oh, valley of plenty. Oh, farmlands of plenty.
There you go.
All right, give me what are you wishing for?
I am wishing for better clarity on my harrowing.
Sure.
Slash more direction on what to do.
What
kind
coin
of-
are you dropping? Sorry.
I was gonna just drop a
Copper. 2 copper.
Copper.
I like how everybody dropped coins and Dorban
Couple
just
gold,
took
fuck
rocking.
it.
He's a
Like,
dwarf.
dwarf.
That's what he's supposed to drop.
Alright, so,
Still-
Celera, give
still
me
funny.
a 1d100.
See if I can do this.
The more
by
valuable
myself.
the coin you drop in, the more likely the wish.
Probably. They're
No.
greedy
Nope,
little
nope.
buggers.
The
No.
other
You
way
Reddit
around.
addict.
/r space.
Dang it!
1d100.
Yep.
I almost got it.
For once, I was not the one who fucked it up.
God damn it.
I mean, also top left corner, there's a
What
die
it-
button. You can just click on that and click on 1d100.
Shut your face. I'm trying to learn. Okay, fine.
Oh, I didn't even realize the die thing was there.
Oh, it
Yeah.
shows
Be
a
awesome.
2. It rolls. Oh, duh. Just ignore me.
92 is pretty fucking good.
82 is pretty high, yeah. So...
I mean, it's high. It is not necessarily good.
I'm
Yeah.
not saying it is good.
We know that.
It's a good wish, I'll give you that, but nothing, you don't see any immediate changes.
If you dropped a gold coin, you would have.
Yep.
do it
worth
again.
10 times as much.
This ingot of platinum worth 500 gold. Just
Let's do it.
like
You
buy
got a
it.
50-50 shot.
Give me what I
Got
want.
I
Alright,
don't think
so-
that's how
Let's
any
do
of
You
this
also
works.
kill one of the creatures.
Yeah. So what did the other group do? Oh, they just threw all their money in this well filled with demons.
Comically enough, the other group did do the same thing you guys did and dropped a bunch of money and also saw what's at the bottom.
Okay.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
Well,
I mean, that makes sense.
Let's
Wait,
go
now
get
did
some
somebody
lunch
drop a
and
stone,
leave.
though? That's the real question.
I can't say.
Oh.
Also,
All
before we
right.
leave, I'm gonna create water in and just dunk
Rinse
them more
Robin?
with more water. No,
Okay.
not on.
So you cast create water and you see a small stream of water for a couple seconds, pouring water into the well. And then a couple seconds later, you hear the.
10 gallons. Boom.
That's actually a
Easy.
full load.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so you hear the.
To them, it's like, is it raining? The fuck?
Are you one of those people that likes pissing off a cliff?
No.
Oh, huh. Anyway,
So,
I just like pissing
I
off
wanna go
red.
have
and I
lunch
just
now.
douse you with what? No, I'm just kidding.
Nice.
why have you done this to me?
Also, Robin snaps his fingers and his clothes immediately themselves because
What?
that's yeah,
His clothes clean themselves.
yeah.
Your
Sleeves with many
fingers?
garments.
oh,
Yeah.
You still smell disgusting.
Yeah.
No,
Your
they immediately
your-
clean
you
themselves.
Can't, you can't.
Yeah, but
snap
your
because
hands
your
don't
hands
clean.
are just covered in goo.
technically, yeah, your hands are still dirty because you're not wearing gloves, as far as they
Yeah.
know.
Hey guys, guess what? Guess what? Sneak attack. I high five both of you in the back.
Me? 'Cause I promise you that's a bad idea.
I just like 5-star both of you. Done.
Alright.
We in this together, boys.
Dolbin, do you have that Siggy? Do you have the Prestidigi thing?
Yes,
Hey.
yes.
Not getting involved in any of this. And
Just
Sigis is gonna go
clean
sit
off
down
I'm
on
gonna
the
create
rock.
water
No.
on myself and wash myself off.
Can you clean off my back? I can't reach it.
This is bitterly ignoring all of you.
Look, I didn't do anything dumb. He was the one who went down there. This is
Hey.
ridiculous. I feel victimized.
Hey, come on!
Paladins, help me. I'm being injustice upon.
Cut it out! Come on down. Have your meal and let's get back on the road.
But I'm being injustited.
I'll
Wow,
bring
you're a
swift
princess today.
swift justice to your ass if you don't get here.
Whoa.
Is that a
You
threat
should probably
or
listen
offer?
to the guy that follows the shiny woman in the sky.
Yeah,
Alright,
but
so-
he's going down for lunch.
Wow, Robin,
It's like
Talk
silence
about
for
their
half.
god like that. The fuck?
Well, I was using his words.
Hey, I didn't say anything. You said that to the paladin.
So
No,
after-
I was referring to the part where you were like, Iomede's a shiny woman in the sky. And I was like, you should probably listen to the guy that worships the shiny woman in the sky.
Yeah, but you just called her that. I didn't call her that. You called her that.
I mean, that's
Alright,
a bluff
so
check.
so for the next like
Yeah.
30 minutes, while you guys are
No, he's
having
just being
lunch.
difficult.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So for the next 30 minutes, while you guys are having lunch, banter ensues.
Yeah.
The two rogues in the group keep sort of jabbing at each other, and the mood is sort of light, certainly. But soon enough, you're done with your meal, and the two Balins are sort of like business done. Get back to work. They pick all of their stuff up. They just chuck it into their backpacks, throw it over their backs, grab their weapons, and start marching without any further notice.
Oh, okay. It's time to go.
Yep. Come on. We need to get up there before nightfall. Don't want to fight
Alright.
this thing in night.
Okay.
And they're sort of like 10 feet away from the group, and they stop, turn around, like expecting you guys to get ready.
I follow.
Yeah,
Yep.
we're following.
All right. So a few moments later, you're gonna find yourselves at the foot of the Devil's Platter, and sure enough, you see this, and it's like uphill, like fucking 70-degree angle uphill. You're gonna need to like climb at different points of the trek. But sure enough, there are some moments where there is a little bit of a stretch of the mountain where you can actually walk uphill without needing to essentially rock climb. It's been about 3 hours since you left the Wisher's Well. The sun is still up. It's starting to turn into the ochre orange colors of the afternoon. When you arrive to the mountainside.
Mountain.
I love mountainsides.
Yeah. You know that.
Oh, weird.
Yeah. You know that in a couple of a few more minutes of trekking, you're going to be at the plateau of the mountain. You can see sort of the curvature of the mountain start to sort of dim out, level out, up on the horizon. I'm going to need everyone to roll initiative.
Don't forget to
Uh-oh.
click on your tokens.
Click
Okay,
your
then.
tokens.
Hey. Thank you, Tips. I almost did.
Oh shit! Dude, I'm fucking out here today. All right,
Oh yeah, fuck yeah, dude.
Just get
Killing
it
it.
done.
that's double my highest roll previous to this.
Actually, mine is not half bad either. Sweet. It's above a 10.
So this is sort of like a canyon.
So
It's
right
like
now you're
the
sort of
pathway up, right?
yeah, you're in a pathway to your left, so up on the map. There's a sheer cliff wall. It's about 15 feet where you are at, and it's the path sort of leads up and around, and you can see that as it goes up, it sort of goes to match the top of the cliffside. So you can tell that there's a little bit of a plateau on the other side of that cliffside. So it feels like the mountain around these areas feels very much like a stairwell, like a staircase. So there's a small plateau, a sheer cliffside, small plateau, sheer cliffside, and it keeps going that way all the way down. Just one more sec.
As he rolls 80 devil horses into initiative.
As I
Easy.
roll the ever-present Tarask into initiative.
Yes.
Nice.
That's
We've
what
killed one of
happens.
those before, so I don't know.
That's
Whatever.
what happens if we roll 100 on that wishing well. It
I
summons
mean,
a
to be
Tarrasque.
fair, I don't think we killed it. I think we just got rid of it.
Move it to another
Yeah.
plane.
Yeah, that
Let's
92
separate
that
the
you
two,
rolled,
yeah.
summoned a Tarrasque up here.
Yeah,
It's
that
like,
makes sense.
Fuck.
Alright. I need to get everyone's character sheets. around so that I can see them. So, marching order probably fucked up because I sort of just dragged everyone's token out. So
Not too
figure out
bad.
your marching order.
So you swap with.
Marcus and Erica are at the lead.
Red'll cover the rear.
I'm certain there's a pun to make out of that, but
Rogues do it from behind.
yep.
That's the one.
Well, he's not following right up Marcus's butt, so he got that going at least.
I mean, yeah, Sigith. Actually, I feel like this is all right. Whatever, that's fine.
Biggest
Norman will stay in the
didn't
middle
Move. Never mind.
to protect
Yeah.
anybody.
I was gonna say you in the middle is not a bad thing.
So I can help everybody that way.
Just gonna let people.
Yeah, I don't need to get too
Forward.
close because everything I do is range.
Red can flippy flop around if he needs to.
Yep.
All right.
All right.
So, Robin, it is your turn as you guys are sort of marching up the mountain. You can hear off in the distance this sort of wicked, not quite a cry, it's sort of very much bestial in nature. But it's a strange mixture between the cry of a man and this high-pitched horse, which makes it is unnerving to say the least. Sort of sounds like a
Oh.
and it echoes
Yeah,
in
nope,
in the mountain.
Well, that's.
Before you said
fucking
horse, I was like man,
disconcerting.
bear, pig. Alright,
No. More like a neighing in the distance.
Okay.
Nay, not a man bear pig.
That is concerning. So you said the cliff to our left is 15 feet up.
Yep.
You're gonna hate me, but Robin's just gonna walk up the wall and get a better view.
Oh shit! Hang on.
Yeah, exactly. That's
No,
why
no,
you're gonna hate me.
I need to activate your daylight seeing because it's technically
Oh, yeah,
daylight.
of course. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, hang on. No. I can just because the other group fought them later in the day, so I have the page set up for it being a lot darker. What is it? Global illumination, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
Sounds right.
Yeah, there you go.
Hey, I can see more stuff.
Right. There you go, Robin.
All right. So I can still see the side that I was on because I have red sight,
Yep.
but I can't see everything.
That's fine.
Yeah. Okay. So
There's
he
a-
doesn't.
So
see-
as you climb up the side of the cliff, you see several tall, sort of almost like stalactites growing from the ground, rocks that are sprinkled about in this plateau. A couple of bushes, and you see the plateau sort of extending up and to the north. And it's sort of at an incline, just a very slight incline. And then you see another cliffside at the end of the map.
And
What
there's
do
no
you
sign of any.
see?
There's no sign of any like
Creature? No. not
horribly
immediately.
disfigured. Yeah.
No.
Okay. Well, he'll walk along the cliffside, just to keep an eye out, kind of thing. So it's 15 feet straight up. So his second move is going to move another 50 feet, and then he's going to move another 15.
Right?
Just keeping an eye out, and that's about it.
Wait, don't you have to end your movement on the ground?
I'm on top of it.
He is
Oh,
on
okay.
on top on the plateau.
I see what's happening. Okay, never
All
mind.
right. Eric is gonna shout out to Robin and say, "Try and stay within our line of sight. I don't want to lose you."
She
Gonna-
can see me from where I am, right?
Sort of, because you're sort of standing at the edge of the cliff, so you are visible.
Yeah. Okay, good.
He's gonna double move and reach over here. Marcus is gonna follow after her.
Dwarven will shake his head every fucking time.
Corbin, it is your turn.
He's actually gonna die one of these times.
I mean, he's done it once, so.
Another one of these.
And another one, and another one.
I mean, actually, I'll move like there.
All right.
Give Sickus a spot to move in front of me.
Red?
In front of you?
Because that way you have 2 paladins in front of you, and then a
Oh,
cleric,
that
a
takes extra
bard,
points.
and red behind you.
Yeah, that's good.
Uh,
It's a solid spot.
He'll move 30 and ready in action to move up just behind the last person.
All right. Sorry, you ready an action to move after the last person, you said?
Yeah, just
Yeah.
to whoever's going last. Basically, he's just gonna move up to the square right behind them.
Ah, okay. Yeah. Gotcha. Solera?
I am going to move. Move. Um. I mean,
Might as well go right up to Dolben. We gotta
yeah, I
go
was
through
gonna
this
say
way.
maybe I'll just go ahead and double move. That'll be my turn.
All right. Sigus?
All right, I'm going to just move up behind Dorban.
All right. Red, would you like to take your prepared action?
Yep, he'll slide up.
All right.
I mean, Sickus, you could move in front of Dorban. He left that spot there for you, literally.
All right, sorry I fucked up.
God,
Yeah,
Siggy.
done fucked up.
Right,
Such a
we had
fuck
this
up.
whole talk.
Yep. So as you move up, Red, everyone sort of can see up above them, sort of this blackish clouds start to form in the sky, sort of spiraling out in the middle of the sky, and you see its shadows start to spread over the side of the mountain that you're on. And sure enough, Robin, give me a perception check.
Sure. Burp skills. Burp perception.
Ah, you see you. God damn it! What the fuck?
What?
That image was in response to Dorban being like, "Well, he's already killed himself once.
Yeah.
Fucking do it again."
Hang on. Hang on. Sorry, is that your face? Is that from an actor? 'Cause
No,
I
that's Aaron from that's Ego Raptor. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
In that picture, when you had your mustache, you
Yeah,
did
long
look a
hair.
lot like your raptor.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh god. Okay, so sorry. Derailed it hardcore. Robin, you can see a rather nasty cloud. Not the one above you that's casting the shell, but one that is sort of licking the edge of the mountain ahead of you and start to roll down the sides and into this plateau that you're on.
Okay. So am I on a ridge or is this level with me right now?
That is all level with you. I'm assuming that you're standing at the very top of the cliff.
Yeah, and I'm just walking along the edge so that everybody can see. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah. So you're sort of like walking the tightrope on the edge of the cliff.
Oh, that cloud.
Yes, that cloud.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
It is on ground
Yeah,
level and it's like rolling down the side of the mountain and towards you.
If it's not
Cool.
aggressive, thundercloud, I'm gonna be upset.
It's on the ground, so it's not.
Robin,
it's
it is
touching
your
the
turn.
ground. Yeah. Okay. So Robin
Let's
is
move-
going to get a running start, and he's gonna hop over to this other ridge. I think the gap's what, 15 feet?
That other ridge is lower than you. That is 10 feet drop.
Oh, okay.
It's not-
That's
again-
even with us down here.
Yeah.
I'm going, so I can acrobatics 15 feet to ignore the first 10 feet falling. Because
Yeah,
it's
you can also
intentional,
walk-
right?
Yeah. You can also walk the side.
Or
of
you
the
can walk
cliff.
down the wall. I don't-
Oh, right, because it's not raised at all. You're right. Actually, okay. I have no idea what the fuck this is, but that thing is rolling towards us on the ground, right?
Yep.
Okay. Robin's gonna be like, he's gonna yell down to everybody and be like, "There's an ominous black cloud rolling towards us along the ground, and it's gonna like fall over this ridge and hit all of you guys. What do you want me to do?
Kill it.
Stay.
What the
out-
fuck, Dorbin? How the fuck do I
Who do
kill a
we-
cloud?
Stay out
Oh,
of the cloud.
it must be something that you high-end people don't know
There's-
about.
Is there somewhere
Stay
that we
out
can
of the
run that we
cloud.
won't?
High ground. Because it'll fall on you guys. Robin's then going to
I'm
Run
gonna need
up.
an action from you.
yeah, he's gonna run up this pillar and he's gonna stand on top of it because it's high ground.
All right, you jump on top of the stalactite growing on the ground. You sort of latch
like-
onto it with one hand, and you're sort of hoisting yourself up as if you were a sailor on a mast.
10, 15 feet. How tall is it?
At the top, it's 10 feet.
Okay, so I can.
It's sort of
Basically be-
conical in shape.
Okay, great. Yeah, hide out there.
Okay. Eric is gonna keep marching on. And so is Marcus. He's gonna keep marching after her, trying to find the point where they can climb onto the plateau. Dorban, it is your turn.
All right. I'm gonna hustle along.
All right.
25, 40, 60.
I like the music.
And that's my turn.
All right. As you hustle up and catch up to the two paladins, Red, it's your turn.
Red unmutes himself, and then I'm gonna need someone to move me, but he will do the same thing as last time, except he'll kind of be yelling at or kind of encouraging the others. Go as far as you guys can. Just get out of the low areas if there's any way to do it. And he'll kind of do the same thing where he'll move up 30 and then ready in action to move the remainder up to the end of the line.
Got you.
Thank you.
Welcome.
All right. In that case, Silera, it is your turn.
Was that 30?
I think so. Hang on.
Yeah, that was 30.
No, 35. I'll
Oh.
give it to you. Eh,
Oh,
5
sorry.
feet. It's no difference. Go. Silera, it is your turn.
Okay. So
Okay, so you're running up the group.
yeah.
Hustling, because running would be a different kind of action, but yeah.
And then I'm just gonna not take my full turn, but just enough to get up the group.
Okay, yeah, you double move to catch
Yeah,
up.
I
the
double
double
move,
move,
but
yeah.
not my full movement. You get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sigus, it is your turn.
Alright, Sigus is gonna go. He's also moving up, but as he goes up, he's gonna like tell Korax to fly up and out of any potential danger. Oh, there's room over here.
All right. Goodbye. As you see Korax sort of
Yeah.
circling around overhead on the mountain. Red, would you like to take your held action to catch up? I'm gonna guess
Yep.
that's a yes.
Yes, if you don't mind.
Alright. Robin, it's a good thing that you hoist yourself up on that little stone, because you see
Yeah.
that cloud just turn into a tidal wave of smoke, and it just creates a wall that envelops the stone upon which you're standing, and your head is sort of sticking right above the very top of the stream, and you can even feel your body sort of starting to sweat a little bit as the air becomes saturated with this smoke. And it feels like rather warm as it comes into contact with your body.
All right. Cool. I'm gonna Spider-Man this shit. I'm gonna hop to the one that's the northeast of me.
Sure. Just
You.
yeah, you're gonna
I
have
just
to get in
leap.
acrobatics because that's
I
gonna
got
be a leap.
I got a 34.
Yeah, you take a leap, jump from one rock to the other, sort of hit your side on the rock, manage to land without much of a hurting yourself, and you
And I'm
see.
gonna keep going. Also,
All right, you see as the smoke beside you sort of is streaming down the mountain and over the edge of that cliff that you climbed up, and it just keeps rolling down, and it's starting to pour to the sides as well. Much slower than it is going down down the mountain, but certainly spreading.
Robin's gonna just yell to everybody and be like, "It's a giant cloud of hot black ash," and he's gonna hop over to this one.
All right. You still have some movement left, I believe.
Yeah,
Are you
and
just
I guess at that point, that was
How far is it?
I have a 40-foot. Well, I have a 30-foot climb, so 15, 25, and then I just hop down.
Okay.
And then I have a double move, so I can double move over to the party.
Yep, sounds about right. So
Yeah.
as you guys are sort of starting to climb up, you see Robin turning around the corner. Erica sort of rushes past you, Robin, and she hoists her Gizarm, ready to attack anything, trying to protect you a little bit.
Hey
Marcus-
guys, do you guys have detect evil? You might be able to see
Yeah.
if there's anything in the clouds.
Only have detect magic.
Yeah, no. Marcus
I
sort
think
of
I was shouting to the paladins.
rushes around the corner up to the top of the plateau, and they shout back at you, Dorbin. It's, "We're on it!" And like you, Robin, because you're the only one that can see them. They are both trying to find the creature inside of that smoke. Dorbin, it is your turn.
All right. I'm gonna run up to them, and then I will ask the party to try to group up a little bit, and I will cast communal protection from evil.
Now remember that's split up in minutes
Yep.
per, right?
Yeah,
So-
it'll most like I mean I think I get 5 people for a minute.
Yep.
and the
sounds about
paladins
right.
can hit themselves, I think. So yeah,
All right.
If I have to, I do have a second cast of it just in case.
Gotcha. So you're preparing an action to cast communal protection from evil.
Yeah.
Okay. Red, it is your turn.
Red, hearing Dorbin, will run up beside him, so he's within arm's reach.
Okay.
I would
that'd be
ask that you move
Sorry.
next to the paladins as well, so that everybody else can get within 5 feet of me.
Yeah, for sure.
it. Okay.
I
So
can't
red double
actually do it
moves
myself, but-
in order to
Yeah.
get
Yeah.
him within range. Okay. That put him there. Silera, it is your turn.
So I'm gonna also follow suit. So
End up like right next to me, preferably.
can I
If
go
that's
there?
if that's a
Yeah,
square. then
that
sure.
is a valid
Okay.
square.
It's
Alright.
like kind of on the ground.
It's a little bit uncomfortable because you're
Yeah.
with your back against the wall, but it is still a full square.
Okay, that's okay. I little.
Okay. Sigus, it is your turn.
Yeah. So Sigus is going to move up.
Perfect. Which triggers my
Be
action.
close
Everybody
in.
gets protection of, against evil.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me just tick that in my sheet.
Yeah. Go ahead. Sigus,
Um,
you still have your standard action if you want to do it.
I'm gonna look at the cloud. Where's the cloud? It's over.
You should be able to see it. It's the bottom left of the map.
Oh, it's that thick.
Yeah.
Okay.
At this point,
um,
it's no longer a cloud. It's more like a wall of smoke.
Oh yeah. And do I recognize it as any spells?
Sure. Give me a knowledge arcana or a spellcraft.
Craft.
Spellcraft.
Okay.
Spellcraft. Yeah. You recognize it as it being a modified version or a particularly clever application of either one of two or both spells, Fog Cloud and Pyrotechnics.
Clever.
Okay.
And I'm
By the
going to
way, if-
specifically tell you that it's hot and it's ash.
Wait, Lozen, say that one more time.
It is a
Pyrotechnic.
It's a
Fog
clever implementation of either or both Fog Cloud and Pyrotechnics. There is a spell called Pyrotechnics, just to clarify.
Okay.
Heidi.
Okay,
Yeah.
I was just like, heh.
Fireworks.
This creature
Uh,
is not using fireworks in the repertoire.
Pew, pew.
I mean, it'd be impressive, to be fair.
So that's a spell, and that cloud isn't the creature itself.
But the
Okay.
creature could be hiding in the cloud.
Probably.
So
Nice,
now
so
that
Sayes,
we've
I'm gonna
got
need an
our-
action from you.
Sorry, go ahead.
I'm gonna cast Mage Armor.
Okay, so you cast
Yes.
Mage Armor yourself. You feel your energy enveloping you and form this thick layer of force armor around you. Just in time, as you see a creature breaking from the smoke to the northwest of you, from the high ground, it breaks out, just trailing smoke behind it, and you see it as this deformed horse with massive bat wings as it flies towards the group, and you see fire trailing from its mouth as it lands in front of you, in front of the entire group, and you see the flames just spout forth, striking the entire group, engulfing them in flames. I'm gonna need
Ow.
everyone to roll me a reflex save.
Can someone roll that for me? Also, does this count as fire for?
Yes,
This is
this does in
River
fact
and-
count as fire.
Hey,
And
that is a nightmare. Robin's like, fucking Matrixing. It's like, yeah, I was right.
All right.
Oh.
Hell yeah, girl.
Easy clap, dude. That's how it's done. Me and Sig is out here, dude.
Yeah. Watch over the thing. What thing?
Let me go ahead.
At least I got my spell off.
So
That's
I'm
what's
waiting.
really
I'm
important
waiting for red.
I will.
Somebody
I'm
has
gonna
to roll
roll.
reds.
Someone's
I got
got to
it.
tick
You're on it?
protection from evil.
Yeah, I'm
off,
on
I
it.
think.
What
Although
does
I don't know if
protection
this-
from
Hang
evil
on.
do again?
Plus 2
Alright.
deflection C and plus 2 saves.
Yeah.
So it's plus 2 on your
It's
save.
defense. Yep.
Only against evil things, though.
I'm gonna
I
have.
think this is evil.
Agree.
Yeah, this thing is definitely evil. I have Sigis, Salera, Dorban, Red. Oh, and Robin is the first one before my
Yep.
I typed anything in the chat.
Red, you did good.
Yay!
Okay. So Red, you fail. Dorban, you fail.
Oh.
Uh, Robin, you just barely make it. Salera, you make it, and I need to roll for the two paladins.
Sigus
Red, you
was
didn't do great.
fine, right? I'm kidding now.
You'll see in just a second.
I got you
Wait.
guys.
If I added a plus 2, would that have made a difference?
No.
No,
No, not quite.
Okay.
no.
You
The
need one more.
DC just because Robin did make it, just on the dot, the DC for that save is 20.
Yeah.
Okay.
You had 17.
So,
Never mind.
Robin, you take 10 points of fire damage.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Sorry. 12 points of fire damage.
So we all take 24, right?
5.
Bye, guys.
So everyone else, Silera, you take 12. Sigus, you take 25. Dorban, you take 25.
Oh,
Red,
Sigus
you
is
take-
down.
25.
Oof.
Minus 24?
25.
Oh, no, that just 25.
Oh,
Marcus takes
Jesus.
12, and Erica takes 25.
I think we should have invested in some
No.
resistance from fire.
They did tell us to do that.
It was
yeah, they did.
haste, too.
I also
Yeah.
need everyone that failed their save, so everyone that took 25 points of damage. Remember that debuff that gives you -4 to everything?
Oh, you
Take
got
it
Are
off.
you
There
fucking
you
kidding
go.
me?
Oof.
Jesus.
Well, it's on now.
Yeah. You are now
I hate
affected by that thing, but what ails you right now, and I'm gonna describe what is going on in just a second.
Does it
You're gonna be
affect you if
affected
you're
by that
unconscious?
for quite a long time. Let me put it that way. So, as this creature spouts flames, you see the fire is sort of flickering somewhere between this orange, red, and black, and as it strikes and touches your skin, a lot of you that failed your reflex saves, you feel the flames.
Could I ask what kind of effect it is?
It is it's just fire damage, but it is also a curse that is being applied to you.
Okay.
Rip.
Yeah.
Well, I wasn't sure if the protection from evil would stop it.
No.
Okay.
It is a breath attack, as far as
Okay.
mechanics are concerned. So
Well, it stops any kind of like spell effects that are enchantment, charm, enchantment, compulsion.
yeah, I know, but this is
Okay. I'll just make sure.
It's a curse.
the other group did also use protection from evil, so I do know the specifics of it.
Alright.
So you feel the fire sort of sink into your flesh, and then your skin starts to sort of boil and bubble, and you feel this heat spreading through your body. But particularly, you see blisters forming on your skin, and they very quickly turn black and solid, and you can see that it's sort of slowly spreading through your body, causing your entire skin, your muscles to ache with every single movement that you take. You are, those of you that fail your reflex save, cursed for 25 days with that debuff.
Oh my god.
Well, that sucks.
Alright, Robin, it is your turn. As this thing just almost decimated your group.
Alright. Alright. I see how it is. Alright, I'm gonna get behind this thing, flank it. So I'm going to... It does not have reach, because I believe it's a horse. So I can single move to there.
Just to clarify, this thing just barely looks like a horse. It has the head and lower body of a horse, but its hands are sort of deformed, and its hooves are sort of sharpened to look like a prolonged claw. And as you start moving, you think, this is a fucking horse. It can't attack me. It stands on its back legs and strikes at you with a hoof.
Oh, fuck.
Are you
What's
acro
its-
to dodge the?
Yeah, it's a 28.
So if that 28
Um,
beats his CMD, then he doesn't take any attacks of op.
I'm afraid your 28 does not beat its CMD.
That's fair. It's a large creature.
It's
I'm
a large
not surprised.
creature.
But it also means it stops your movement where you tried to dodge the AOO.
Yep.
Which is right. How do you
Right
view
after
the last
red
movement?
would be. So here.
Right here.
Uh,
No, that's for moving through a square, not around.
no, if you try to acro to move through threatened squares, I believe it does stop you.
Yeah,
You fail.
I'm pretty confident it's through any threatened squares, not through their square.
It's pretty sure we've had this conversation. It's through their square.
I think we did when we were doing the demon fight, and it was indeed through their square that you are stopped, but not
Yeah.
circumventing. In any case, you get struck by a very sharp and very powerful hoof, and you take 16 points of damage
Okay.
as it connects with your shoulder, and you hear your bones cracking under the pressure, and you just sort of duck, try to regain your balance, and dash forward, climbing up the side of the cliff as you spring behind the creature to attack it.
All right.
Just to clarify, while standing there, you are not flanking with anyone right now.
No, but I
Alright,
can
to be
read
honest
an
with you,
action.
I just read moving through threatened squares, and you literally stop. You lose your move action when you get hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
It's the last line. If you attempt to move through an enemy, enemy space.
Enemy
enemy
space.
space,
Yeah.
yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I skipped over that one word.
Yep.
I literally read the entire paragraph except for that one word, apparently.
Alright, so
Bruh, I'm the
Robin,
rogue.
what is your
I got
prepared
this.
action?
To punch the thing when I do have flank.
Okay, so Eric is gonna 5-foot step over here. and
Oh.
you're gonna see her. She's wielding a fucking gizarm. She can't go into melee, head to toe to toe. It's a reach weapon. She is gonna 5-foot step over there, and you're gonna see her energy illuminate the creature for a second as a sort of orange glow surrounds the creature for just a split second, and then she readies her blade, and she's ready to counterattack any kind of movement. Marcus is gonna move up all the way over here, which provokes from the creature.
Oh shit, does it?
Yep.
Holy shit. Boys, combat reflexes.
So
I
Marcus
will-
manages to dodge under its second hoof and then blocks the attack as he closes the gap and slashes at the creature with a well placed axe blow to its body. Just before he connects, though, you see that flash of light again as he smites the creature.
Dope. My prepared action also will go off because I have flank.
Yes.
Boom.
All right. So your strike connects. You only get one of those two.
Yeah, I just get the first one. So the
Yeah.
5 plus the 14.
Okay. Can you see the health bar?
Yes, I can.
Okay.
It looks like it took out an 8.
No, that was Marcus's attack. This is going to be your
Okay.
attack. So the total damage would be 5 plus 14 from the sneak.
14.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Boop. There you go.
Okay, so we both hit about the same. Okay, good.
Dorban, it is your turn. Hang on. That's an adamantine dagger. Hang on, give me 1 sec.
It is, yeah,
Yeah, I forgot to account
and
for...
magical.
Dorban, it is your turn.
Alright, I will move. Hold on a sec. 30? Alright. I'm gonna move here.
Okay, you're taking a move action then.
Yeah.
Okay, so as you turn your back to the creature, you see it
Yep.
sort of place a hoof next to Marcus, reach with its head towards you, and bites you on the side of your body. Your back turned
Alright.
to it.
Fuck this thing.
What's your AC?
19.
Alright.
That's the
It
reach,
manages
you reach.
it manages to catch you on your ankle just as you're hopping away from it, and you feel its teeth crunch your leg, dealing 15 points of damage to you.
Alright. And now, I will channel.
Yep.
All right.
Oh,
Nice.
God.
Here's a
Can
question: Do you
somebody
have
give me them big
selective
health?
channeling?
It's 35 feet away.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I literally moved,
Yep,
so
yep,
I
yep,
was
yep, yep.
30 feet from Marcus. So
Right.
the other thing is, I literally get everybody but Robin and the horse. Or Nightmare.
And also Erica as well, because
Oh.
there's a wall.
I mean, I can see
There.
her.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
but there
do it
is
from
a.
there? Oh no.
It's 10.
Oh wait, no, I have Red's vision as well, so I can't
Yep.
tell what I can and can't see.
Yeah.
So from my point of view, which is the GM's, your line right there is going through a rock, which
Yeah.
means
Oh, yeah.
you would
Alright.
need to go around the corner.
You could do that.
Yeah, I would do that instead
Yeah,
then.
okay.
I couldn't see well, so I was just doing my best.
All right.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
all
having
right.
Red's
That's all right.
vision is weird.
Yeah.
I'll eventually get
That's-
around to removing the control of the token from the rest of the party.
Yeah.
Alright, Red, it is your turn. Are you back home?
It's 10, sorry? That's what the.
Yeah,
close
10.
enough.
Not quite yet.
So, I'll
Right.
describe the situation for you because I assume you can't see what's going on. You are within 10 feet of the creature. The creature has attacked most of your companions, 3 of them at the very least. So, do the math whether this thing has more AOs to deliver or not. You would need to 5-foot step in if you'd like to attack it. Otherwise, I don't know what you're gonna be doing.
Yeah, I'll go with the 5-foot in and attack.
Sure. Would you
Well,
like to
By the way,
stand?
I just put the damage on him, so he's taking the damage from the breath attack now.
And then he gets the 10?
Yeah, Andy gets the 10. Yeah.
Okay.
So I minus 15 from his health.
Okay, so
Oh.
it's
Because I healed for
already
10.
it's already accounted for. So Red, would you like to stand next to Marcus or Erica when you 5 step in? Red. Red. We lost him.
Rip.
He's 5-footing in. He did.
Yeah,
say he
he's
was
5 foot in. The question is whether he moves there or there.
Walking into the
doesn't
department.
matter.
Hello. Hey,
Hi.
Sorry.
Hey.
Which of the
Hello,
two
Marcus.
paladins would you like to be closer to when you finish moving?
I would prefer to block access from it 5-footing into Erica if I can.
All right.
Yeah.
Then somebody roll the attack for Red.
And also, I get some tasty fire damage from the longsword.
That's
Holy
a double crit.
Shit.
Holy crap!
Oh my god.
Double
18 out of
20s.
20.
It is not
They-
safe
Yeah.
for him to be masturbating that hard while driving.
Hey, I'm not driving. I'm walking around the apartment building.
Okay.
Okay. So you strike with this. The sword is just like glowing with energy as it strikes at the core of this creature.
15, 25.
Fire damage isn't on there. Also, What
It
is
doesn't
it? Is
matter.
it a D4?
It doesn't matter. The
D4.
creature is immune to fire, as
Ah,
the
okay, that makes
flames
sense.
spout forth and leave no scorch marks on its leather. You do strike a vulnerable spot, dealing 13, 25. Thank you.
You're welcome.
This is a fire forged. Alright.
+1. Hell yeah.
Yeah. Alright.
Oh, yeah. That's dope.
That is
Oh.
going to be Red's turn. It is
Oh.
now Celeris.
Okay, so I am going to back up to here.
Okay.
And then I
Lucky for you, this time the creature does not smack you down when you try to move away.
thank Jesus. And then I am going to go ahead and sing.
Alright.
Please.
Oh, man,
why
I
is
should
this
have
zero?
loaded toss a coin to your Witcher.
Yeah.
Dude,
right.
that would have been
Quite so.
great.
Unfortunately, I didn't think about that one until now.
Why is it showing frequency?
Or even fighting a
Oh.
demon too.
I don't know.
That's wrong.
Frequency
What
zero,
did I
probably
do?
because you didn't
Put
reload
your number of uses back up.
Yeah, you didn't set your
Oh.
left uses left of the ability back to full. Alright, so
Yeah.
you start singing. Your friends feel the inspiration pouring into their hearts. Sigis, it is your turn.
So Sigis is now awake and alive again, which is good. Can I see Robin?
Yes.
Yes, you can.
Attention. I am on the ground on these stairs.
You can see under
Yes,
its legs.
you can see under the legs of the creature, and you see Robin sort of dodging left and right, and trying not to get a hoof to his face.
Okay. I am going to cast from the ground. I'm going to cast haste on everyone here.
All right.
Dope.
So Marcus gets
Duh,
haste,
dope.
Erica gets haste,
Nice.
Red gets haste, and so does Robin.
And I believe I also can be in that, but I'm not sure. If I can
You are level 5, so yes, you can conclude yourself.
Get ready for 2 attacks from Red. All the crits.
Oh boy, are you fucking ready for this? I'm about to kill this thing in turn.
So everyone gets. So if you make a full attack, you get another attack. I'm sure most of you guys know what this does, but
Yeah.
and then you basically get 30 to your move speed, and you get +1 in attack rolls, and AC dodge and reflex.
Yep. Alright. You're still on the ground. You still have a move action if you'd like to stand up, for instance.
I was considering rolling down the stairs away.
You can. You
but-
can crawl. I
Fall
have
down the
to.
stairs and pinch.
I'm going to
yeah.
intentionally roll down the stairs.
Fuck
So
yeah, dude.
you cast this amazing, powerful spell that tweaks the
But no,
the nature of time itself, and then roll down the
and then
stairs.
crawl away behind this rock because I'm hasted, so I
Yeah.
have to move way quicker.
Yeah, you very quickly crawl as your movement sort of looks weird because your arms and body are moving at extreme rates, even
Like
though
from the ring.
yeah. Oh god, that'd be terrifying. Now we know what Halloween costume Sigas uses for
There you go.
the weekend. The devil is gonna do something horrific as it readies itself to attack Marcus.
No.
And you hear its voice go. Filthy burden, as it lays its hooves and bite on Marcus.
All right, so I have
Uh,
a question. Is the music playing on like both the old track and the new track at the same time?
Yes.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Okay.
Hang on.
All right. I was just curious. I wasn't sure if it was just me and I needed to reload.
No. I tried to lower the volume of one, and I think I misclicked and up the volume of Silver for Monsters.
Okay.
So, the devil attacks Marcus and connects all three of its attacks. Unfortunately for Marcus, he takes a fucking load of damage. Hang on. Okay, so you see him as he gets pummeled by two hooves. He bounces off of the wall of the mountain, starts to get back up, looks up, and sees the mouth of this horse just crunch on his shoulder. And he sort of almost drops to one knee, pushes the creature back, and gets ready to attack. But before he does, the creature sort of sidesteps around the group, positioning itself at the edge of the cliff, sort of hovering in place with the help of his wings. Robin, it is your turn.
I'm just checking to clarify if I can use a swift action in the middle of a full attack. I believe you can. You perform on your turn without affecting your ability to perform other actions. In that regard, it's taken like a free action, but it has to be taken on your turn. Okay.
Yes.
Perfect. Did it just move?
Yes.
It did.
Yeah, 5 foot step. Yeah. Yeah, the 5 foot step.
It is your turn.
Yeah, I am gonna 5 foot step with it. I'm going to swift action to become invisible.
Okay.
So I get a +2 to hit, and it is flat-footed because I'm invisible.
Yep.
Do you see where this is going?
Go ahead.
All right. Fuck.
So you connect with the creature, but you feel your hand sort of shake and quiver, and you feel the reverberation running up your arm as you strike against a solid piece of bone underneath the leather. And it proves to be much harder than your own bones.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and try that again. I'm gonna become invisible again and make my haste attack.
Hang on, isn't becoming invisible a swift action for you?
It is.
You
So
can't
you-
use 2 swift actions.
Oh,
at the
because
same
it's
turn.
on a. Yeah, you can't. Okay,
Yep.
well then I'm just gonna stab him because I
Okay.
get another attack.
You are
Yep.
flanking though.
Yeah.
You are flanking.
Good old stabby stab.
Stab.
With a
Oh.
stabby stab, you do connect with the one and only blow that you do get. Dealing some damage. That'd
Yeah.
be 15, right? With sneak, yeah.
Yeah, that was a really low fucking roll.
You strike at the side of the creature, and your blade does puncture through.
What?
What? What's wrong, Red?
No, you're all good.
Oh, okay. So Erica's gonna lower her guard and start just going on the offensive now that she's hasted.
yeah.
And she starts pirouetting with the Gizarm, sort of slashing forward in diagonals, and she twirls the pole over her shoulder and back around her back, striking multiple times at the creature. Wow.
That
So
didn't sound good.
she strikes the first time, gets blocked with her offhand, and then the haste attack strikes true once more. Boop. which delivers quite a hefty blow to the creature. Marcus is gonna just go on the offensive, disregarding his own safety. He does lay a hand on himself as he casts some positive energy into his body, and then takes a swing with his good hand, offhand, right hand, left hand, as he takes 4 swings at the creature.
Hell yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Get it, Marcus. Real MVP.
And all of those have smite.
Yeah.
Eat shit. Yeah,
Good luck.
it gonna die.
Damn.
No damage.
He
No.
does have flank.
He's dealt a shitload of damage. He just
Yeah.
dealt 42
Yeah,
damage with smite. So Dorban, it is your turn. As the devil seems to be hurting quite a bit.
I will 5 foot step forward and channel a second time.
Okay.
Nice.
15, that's much better.
Alright,
Hey.
Yeah.
so
That'll do
everyone
it.
heals for 15.
Oh.
So Red's back at full.
That awkward
Yep.
moment when you accidentally give yourself
was
51 health
Sigus.
when your full health is like 30.
Yikes.
Perfect.
Ah,
Yeah.
whoops.
Alright, so Dorban, I believe that is your turn, right?
Yep.
Alright, Red, it is your turn.
Kill it dead.
Yep. Murder it. Make it more deader. That's a pretty sizable
Oh.
amount of damage there,
Oh.
Ren.
That is gonna connect, and you're gonna deal some damage. It is still standing. However,
Haste attack.
your haste
Plus
attack is not gonna connect, as its leather
Flank.
proves to be no.
No?
Its leather seems to prove just tough enough to deflect your blow.
Is that with the?
+2 haste and
Bard
+2
bonus?
flanking.
Oh, is
Haste
The haste-
included because he's got a +14.
is
Plus
haste
11.
morale?
That's also supposed to be at your highest base attack bonus, so that's also plus. Oh wait, no, that is.
No, it is.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is.
That is a
Okay.
22, which fails to connect.
Yep.
Alright.
But is the haste bonus morale? And does he have Inspire Courage on?
It's not a morale.
Alright.
It's just a +1.
Alright, so
Type list.
Solera, it is your turn.
So I am gonna move up to here so that I can actually shoot my bow. And I'm gonna shoot my bow.
Alright, go for it.
Nah.
No, your arrow is going to
Ah.
connect with the creature, but it's not going to pierce its armor. Alright, Sigus, it is your turn.
All right. Gonna step out from behind. Well, I guess like yeah, you're right. It's hard to see what's going on with Red. Alright, I'm going behind this rock. I took a weird path.
Yeah.
So it's clicking.
It doesn't matter, you
sorry
have
about
60
that.
feet of movement speed.
And then I'm going to just attack it with. I'm gonna just try and hit it with an acid dart.
Alright, go for it. He actually
15
needs
touch?
to check. Just one quick
15
second.
touch. Oh, I don't think I'm in range actually, so I just.
You are.
Yeah.
It's just -4
You are, yeah.
because.
It's engaged in melee. Oh, it's against touch. Hang on, I need to double check.
Yeah.
Only has a range of 30, so it does not fly.
30.
So your
Plus-
attack connects, and it deals 9 points of damage. I don't think you can even see the health bar anymore, but it is there.
Believe.
Weirdly.
Yeah. I believe that is your turn,
Really?
right? I think it's
It is
Uh,
mentioned,
yeah.
yes.
In that case,
Like, yeah.
as it becomes time for the creature to move, it sort of looks around. It is bloody and beaten, as flames start to engulf it, and in an explosion of brine and ash,
Bye.
it disappears.
Oh.
Bye. We'll
However,
miss you.
you see
killed it.
this column of smoke just like trail up and around Robin, and it sort of goes around the corner of the mountain and goes up and off out of your vision. And it's just for a couple seconds this trail lingers, and then you see the spot where the creature was, and the origin of this smoke cease to produce this smoke, and it sort of starts to be consumed very quickly as it trails behind whatever created that.
Robin's gonna pursue it at top speed.
Yeah.
All right,
and we all get
Robin,
haste
it
too,
is
so
your
that's
turn.
Yeah, because we have haste. Yeah, I've got a double move of 140 feet, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that.
All right, give me just 1 sec then.
Mhm.
Boop, boop. Nope, wrong map. Hang on. Robin, copy. And paste. All right, Robin. You double move. You're gonna reach as you're going up the path. You start seeing the cloud that was casting its shadow on the plateau. At this point, just covers the entirety of the valley in which you find yourself. You start going down into this fault in the mountain, and you can feel the air becoming saturated with heat and ash. And as you look down, you just see the sea of ash and smoke covering the entirety of the bottom of the valley. You're gonna if you want to see anything at this point, you're gonna need to flick on your iron torch.
So it's basically going downhill into this valley, and the entire valley, the whole thing.
The
It's
bottom of the
carpeted.
valley, sorry,
Yeah.
it's not a valley. It's more like a sink, right?
Okay.
You have the high ground, and it sort of coils around this sink, and at the bottom of the sink, the entirety of it is just smoke. It looks like a lake, but it is black and floats as if a morning mist was rolling over a lake.
And it's how big?
As far as you can tell, there's a good 70-80 feet across.
Nah, fuck that. Robin's gonna not go in that.
All right.
That's not smart. That's like Robin's not wise, but he's not a fucking idiot either. So he's gonna back the fuck out of that.
Okay, so you reach the point where you can see into the basin, and you reach back to the
Yeah.
group. About there.
And he's
Right.
just gonna relay like there's this fucking ocean of ash and smoke, and I have no idea where it is.
All right, Erica's just gonna rush after the creature as well. And as you relay the information, she sort of looks at you and says, "We can't let it survive now. Come on, it probably went back to its lair."
All right,
All right.
I like where she's going with
That's
this.
giddy.
Yep.
Double move ends there. Marcus is gonna double move as well.
She's got haste though, right?
She has haste.
Oh, they do
Yeah.
have haste.
Yeah, they're gonna
They
fucking go.
They can haul
Yeah.
ass.
Bye.
Robin will catch up. It's fine.
So instead of 20, they get 40. Doubled is 80. Okay, so they disappear off of this map.
Yeah.
All right, Dorban, it is your turn.
I run up to Red and cast Remove Curse.
Oh.
Dope.
You had just
do
randomly
it.
prepared remove curse.
Yeah, I also have Bestow Curse.
Okay, so you cast
broken.
remove curse, and Red,
you, sir.
the pustules that had grown on your skin very quickly pop and disappear.
Unfortunately,
with a
I only have one.
pleasant-
But
Yeah. Yeah.
Red just looks up at you and is like, "Well, that was very kind. Thank you much."
Alright, Red, it is your turn.
I have a plus 15 to attack now. Okay,
Yep.
I'm gonna go sprint after the paladins.
Alright. You haul ass and you move to the
I
next
have
map.
60-foot base speed, so
So 120 feet, which is gonna get you
Yeah.
quite far into the next map.
I'm just hoping the paladins are detecting evil so they can point me at the thing.
It's only like 60 feet, so you can't get too far ahead of him.
Well, because this will get me 25, 30, and then I have another 90 off the map.
Yeah, which is gonna get you. I'm gonna move everyone here, but I think.
Alright.
Oh, whoops! Hang on.
That moves everybody. Yeah.
Whoops.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does move everyone. No, but the problem is that I forgot to change the layer of the smoke. Whoops!
Oh yeah.
Whoopsie!
Sneak peek.
Sneak peek, there's lots of dead things.
Robin ran in really fast, so we got only that much information. He ran
Yeah.
back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Canon.
know, it didn't really show that, like,
I mean, it didn't. There's nothing. It didn't give
Yeah.
away anything.
Yeah.
Just kind of the layout a little bit.
Yeah,
They're
kind
dead,
of.
they're
It
dead
showed,
bodies.
Right.
it showed
It's
a
angry about that.
big penis right in the middle.
There we go.
It's funny because
Nice.
when we loaded back in again, I saw it for a second, and then
Yes,
it,
yeah,
just
it
over
does.
there.
It does
Same.
take a second to load the smoke in time.
Yeah.
So yeah, you run in, Red. You can see what you see. Solera, you're on the other map. I'm gonna switch back.
Red will pull out his iron stone if he can do that while he's moving.
Yeah, so you're running through the darkness at this point. The paladins do have their light cast on their weapons, and as you rush past them, you activate your iron stone. Solera, do you want to try and catch up to them?
yeah, I double moved.
Oh, you didn't even make it out of the map. Okay. Sigis, it is your turn.
Barely
Cheers.
didn't.
Yeah.
Tried so hard.
It's hard to keep the tempo while you're running. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She didn't want to sacrifice her singing to run all the way there.
No,
Yeah,
I
we
moved.
gotta
That
keep
was
that
60
buff. That's a
feet.
good
I
buff,
couldn't
man.
go any more than 60.
Yeah, that's.
In one move.
We're giving an RP excuse for you not to be able to get out of the map, right?
Yeah, I was.
Also, you're running uphill, which is hard.
Yeah. So 6. That is just
65.
over a single move action.
Oh, yeah.
So you got
And then-
55 more.
You gonna come join me on the
No,
other
he
map?
has 55
Okay.
more.
That's why I literally just
I'll-
said 55.
that's-
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry, I heard 60.
No, he has 55.
I'll
Yeah.
follow through, but I want to have a good amount of distance like with the paladins in front.
It's not gonna be
Once
easy.
you get to the other map, you'll see.
You'll
Yeah.
see.
Good luck.
It's gonna be either you're in
No,
between me and the paladins,
I'm just-
or you're in front, basically.
No,
Just
he is
gonna-
at the back. Because there is a little bit more more room there.
Oh, okay. I see what's happening.
Okay. I
So
thought they both led down. That's my bad.
no. So you're arriving
sense.
from the bottom, and it sort of
Yeah.
coils around this basin.
Started
and-
from the bottom.
Gotcha.
Now we're here.
Alright, so that is where you're gonna end your movement. Back at the mountaintop. Robin, it is your turn.
Also,
Robin's
Robin,
gonna
if you want me
move-
to heal you before you go, you're gonna need to chill out for a sec.
I was gonna say Robin's gonna delay because Dorban's behind anyways.
Yeah.
So Robin's gonna delay just because he knows Dorban's got like Mr. Crab legs just going brrr all over the ground really fast. So
Okay, so
Oh, actually, you're gonna have to move back a little bit.
wait,
Dude.
what? Isn't your movement speed 30 plus 30?
I don't think I got haste. Did I?
No, you didn't.
did. No, you didn't.
No, he
No,
didn't.
he didn't.
Oh.
He was too
So
far
you
away.
can move 30 feet. You should be okay.
I can
Yeah,
get
because you're in
adjacent
that
to red.
agile plate now, right?
That has nothing
No,
to do.
red's not actually standing there, so you can get into red's.
Oh yeah, sorry, hang on. I forgot to switch red out.
Yeah.
on that
No.
map.
30 is next to where red was, so
Yeah.
Dorban can't get adjacent to you. But Dorban can prepare an action to heal you if you take
Yeah.
half of your movement speed. That's what I'll do.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. And I'm just gonna go after Dorban.
Oh fuck! What happened?
I'll move 30, and then I will prepare an action to hit him with a cure. What's this one? Moderate. That's the one.
Okay. Robin, what are you doing then? Hang on, Dorban.
Um,
Hang on. Dorban, you just took your turn. but it was Robin's turn.
No, I'm going.
No,
I'm delaying
he's
until
delaying
after.
until after me.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
there's other people on the other map that have initiative between the two of you.
Oh, is there?
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Erica and Marcus
Alright.
go before you, Doran.
Okay, then let them do their thing.
So they're gonna keep charging ahead. Doop. Oh, hang on. Fucking haste.
I think I'm still looking at the wrong map.
You are looking at the other map because I'm just moving the Marcus and Erica.
Perspective back and forth.
Alright, so now Dorban, it is your turn. You move up. You prepare to cast a
Cure moderate.
Cure Light?
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
Moderate.
So yeah, moderate. Robin, it is your turn.
So Robin's going to go there.
Alright, I'll hit you with
High
it.
five.
Also, I forgot to update the moderate for my level, but that should be good.
Plus
13.
6. Sorry. 1 6 plus 6.
Yep.
Dope. Cheers. So that's 5, 10, and then I'm gonna run 130 feet.
Okay.
Bye.
Oops.
Mew.
Meow. No. There we go. Alright. I need to give you. You're gonna have to activate your Iron Stone. Iron Torch.
Yeah, it's just always on above my head. It just hovers, right?
So 130 would be there.
Sure.
Alright. Whoop. Back to the mountainside. It is gonna be. Actually, no, it's Red's turn. Hang on. Whee!
Yeah, I get
Red,
to do the.
it is your turn.
How much haste do we have up? 2 rounds?
3, I believe.
3. Okay.
Including this one.
Okay. I'm gonna run. Down.
I also
to...
have another haste, so don't feel like we have to like.
Also, Siggy's, you basically won this combat with that spell. That was fucking phenomenal.
So I just want you guys to know, when the fire hit me, I dropped to -7.
Yep.
Jesus
Bro.
Christ.
Okay.
Yep.
That is a single move. Right.
What up?
And Red will roll some kind of a perception, I guess, to try and see if he can sense something. I
Okay.
don't
Sure. Give me a perception check.
I'm looking for smoke in smoke, so I don't know how well this is
Yeah.
going to go.
You're also trying to look through a very thick layer of smoke.
Wait, do I get the sense if I moved further in, I'd be able to see better?
No, you get the sense that moving further in, you can't see jack shit.
Oh, doesn't matter anyway.
There you go.
Yeah, as you're
that's
like
about
looking
right.
looking through the smoke, it's like there's smoke, there's more smoke, and there's more smoke. And as you walk into the smoke, and like it reaches above your head, you just like see blackness, just pitch black. You can just barely make Marcus and Erica, the silhouette of them, that are literally 5 feet away from you.
Marcus, Erica, Dolben took care of my, the curse that the beast put on me. If you can point me at it, I can do some damage.
Alright, I'll see what I can do. Can't really tell anything apart here.
Look for evil, probably, right?
I'm
Detective
trying.
would probably be able to pinpoint its location.
I don't know how this works. I don't have magic eyes.
I mean, if it's like detect magic.
Anyway, yeah.
Stellar, it is your
Red
turn.
will-
Paladin like they paladin like I wizard.
Red,
Move me
Red
50
will
I mean-
feet.
ready and
They can
active.
only check
Yeah.
one cone per turn, technically.
Yeah.
Alright,
Yeah.
Solera,
Will you
do
will
you
you
wanna
please move me 60 feet so that I'm not in the.
Right?
I think you have to move 30 feet if you want to keep singing.
Yeah,
I
because this is
don't
the
see
Yeah.
nothing.
no. There's one
Oh,
more.
haste is 60.
I don't see nothing. It's all black.
There's one more round
Thank,
because you're at level 5.
Oh.
Remember.
Oh,
Yep.
thank
gotcha.
you. This is
60
where I'm-
would be here.
Sure. Let's do
That's your
that.
double move.
Yeah, that's fine.
Sigis, it is your turn. Sigis, it's
Alright,
your
I was
turn.
muted.
Yeah.
Yep. So you can just barely make out the light coming from the paladins in the darkness. The light coming from Robin's torch. But the both of you are in like dim, very dim lighting right now. Yeah?
I'm just gonna go around to try and. Oh, sorry, I don't have a source of light on me.
I know.
I'm gonna cast light on my staff.
Alright, so your staff becomes illuminated. Give me one sec. That is 40-20.
Awesome. And then, sorry, the smoke part, that's up above or down below?
Down below. You're sort of coiling around the
Yeah.
mountain down into the basin.
Perfect. And I'm gonna just stop and hang it here by Sylara.
Alright. Oh boy. Erica, Marcus, and Red, I'm gonna need reflex saves from them. So Red, I need a reflex from you.
Bruh, if you fucking failed this.
Nice.
Thank God.
Nice.
Alright, good. That means that the Stoke Curse was not literally useless. Or
Yeah.
reverse.
I will also add a +2 to that if necessary from Charm Flame.
Think you're good.
I
Yeah.
think I am too, but
Yeah,
Pretty confident.
it's a 20.
We know the DC is 20. At least on the breath. We don't know if this is the breath, to be fair.
That's
So
Keep in
you
mind,
make it,
perfect.
Red. Marcus makes it. Erica makes it. All three of you take 14 points of damage.
still don't feel great.
No.
That's
But
hot.
better.
That's hot.
That's hot.
As you are still unable to pinpoint the location of the creature, but for a second you saw this giant red glow through the inky
Which-
blackness from
which
the
direction
bottom
did it
left
come from?
direction.
Bottom left?
Unsure if no bottom. Sorry, bottom right. Bottom right.
Alright.
Bottom
makes
right
more sense.
direction. Unsure of how far it is from you, but close enough that its massive fire breath reached past you. And everyone else
Okay.
around, you can see fire pouring out from the smoke.
Can I put it this way? When it did that last time,
60 feet.
did I notice 60 feet? Okay.
60 feet.
Holy
cone.
shit.
So it could be in a number of places.
Oh yeah. That means it is Erica's turn. She's gonna randomly fumble in the darkness trying to find this thing. To which she is gonna suddenly scream in pain as she is struck by the creature in melee.
Oh no.
Wait, because this thing see through the smoke?
Probably.
Yeah, it can.
That's fucked up.
Red
it is-
dragons can too.
It is why this creature lives here and fights like it does.
Yeah.
After being
I really
struck,
wish somebody had wind wall right now.
Yeah.
the other group summoned air elementals for this.
Ooh.
It's a good idea.
Yeah.
Erica gets struck. She screams in pain, fumbles towards the source of the attack, and takes a swing in the darkness. Oops.
Maybe. Maybe.
Where is it? Erica, attacks. Take the fucking swing. Come on.
I believe in you, girl.
Do it, bitch.
She takes a swing, and the creature sort of blends with the darkness, and she says, "Fuck! I can't find it. I lost it!" She shouts back towards the rest of the group. Marcus comes rushing in. Gets attacked by the creature once more.
Oof.
Taking a bunch of damage. He's on his last limb, and he's gonna take a swing as well. trying to find purchase on this creature that he can't quite pinpoint in the inky blackness. He shouts out like, "I can't! Keeps blending with the smoke. Ah, fuck!" Corbin, it is your turn.
All right. I mean, fuck. I guess I just move into the other map.
Oh.
Yeah.
Right. Double move into the next map.
Let's do single move and then see where we're at once I can
Single
see
move
people.
sort of leaves you between the maps. Is the thing.
Oh, does it? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Join the
Alright,
party,
I'll double
dude.
move.
It's fun.
Alright.
By the way,
Double move.
I was really
leaves you-
contemplating casting fly on myself and then moving.
You have movement 60, right?
No, 30.
30.
I have 30.
Okay. So yeah, that leaves you there.
Okay.
That's a double move.
Yep.
Robin, it is your turn.
Robin is going to briefly glance up to the sky and be like, Iomade got this fist. And he's gonna just fucking go here and just fucking launch himself off the edge and land here with the fist and try and hit it. Just
So-
fucking blind shot.
So, move yourself one square to the top right.
Like that?
Yes. Thank you.
Okay.
That's where you get knocked out of the air.
as you get struck down from the air by the creature, you're technically flat-footed because you can't see the creature.
Okay.
It has full cover from you, and you're mid-air. So this
Okay,
thing
so it's flat-footed and it's got +2.
against you, yeah, it just snatches you from the air with a bite and slams you to the ground, dealing 16 points of damage against you.
Gotcha, bitch. I know where it is. So I hit it.
Go ahead and roll to attack as you're trying to strike a creature that is blending with the smoke in which it is.
Wait, no. Is it literally not
It is
grabbing
literally.
me with its mouth?
It is literally. Well, it let go of you as it smacked you to the ground, but it is next to you.
Yeah.
Okay, so my entire thing is I was jumping in with a punch. So the minute it grabs me, I
Yeah,
would
but
be
it
punching
grabbed you from the leg and smacked you against the floor. Is the point.
Ah, shit.
It sort of snuck from
Um,
underneath you and brought you
You
down.
should have said a kick. and you would've
I
been
mean, it's an
fine.
unarmed strike, to be fair.
Yeah,
I know.
but you did say a
I'm
punch.
being
The
pedantic.
point
It's
being,
fine.
though, Robin, is you are in melee with it. You can see it, just that it's blending with the smoke.
Okay, so it's got like a concealment of like 20.
Yeah, 20% mischance.
It doesn't matter unless I'm flanking.
No, you're not flanking. You can tell that
Okay.
Marcus is 5 feet to your right, so on the map to your left.
And it is.
And it is in front of you, which is below you on the map.
Here. Okay, it's
Yeah.
here. And Marcus is.
No,
Got it.
Marcus is to the left on the map.
Oh, okay.
Because you're looking down, so it's to your right as a character.
Okay, yeah.
Yep. So yeah, you try to strike it, and it just keeps blending with the smoke, pulling back and moving around, dodging you. Red, it is your turn.
Can Red roll a perception check to try and get an idea of where everyone else is by sound?
Sure. Give me a perception check, just because you said by sound.
Yeah, no, specifically, that's what I'm thinking. Like, because I can't figure out any other way to see where they are, even with the torches.
Yep.
28.
Nice.
Okay.
That'll be much.
Alright, with a 28, you can tell that the source of the sound is to the bottom right from you, and the last one to speak was Rowan, which feels like he's around like 10 to 15 feet away from you.
All right, and I heard him like in combat with the thing.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, you can
Red-
hear
Red-
they are shouting about not being able to hit it.
okay, Red is going to, knowing that it's like flailing around down there, is going to move acrobatically down to try to get into position to attack this thing. So I'll just kind of one square at a time, and then stop me if I'm running into something.
All right, so stop there as
Yep.
you roll around in the darkness, trying to jump side to side, trying to dodge something you don't know when it's going to come up.
Yeah.
And eventually you find in front of you the silhouette of the creature. To one side you have Marcus, to the other you have Erica, and they are both focusing in the creature in front of you. And you see the silhouette, but this thing is sort of appearing and disappearing as it moves around in the smoke.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'm gonna attack it, but I'm wondering if I should like try and do anything to make it easier to hit first. Although I don't know if there's anything I can actually do for that, because yeah. Okay. Well, I guess I just swing at it. Yeah, and I'll do that twice.
All right, go for it. All right, I'm gonna need a. Ooh.
D100 or
No. So as you strike, your blade is deflected by the creature.
oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Okay. And number 2. Nope.
No.
That 18 keeps coming
So
back.
you strike once, it deflects your blow. You strike again. A little bit confused because you were pretty certain that you put enough power behind that first blow to strike through. You had done it in the past, but it deflects both of your blows, just sliding off of the charcoal leather of this creature. And as you do, your blade sort of starts sparking on the surface of it, and you see flames spouting from the tip of your blade.
Red will yell out, It's doing something to armor itself. Keep an eye out, guys."
Salera, it is your turn. And as it becomes your turn, your song ends.
What does that even mean? Doing something to...
You take a breath. You go, I've been singing nonstop for so long. Whew.
I know. The longest I've ever sang.
It's just echoing.
Yeah. Technically, she stopped singing a while ago. It's just echoing
Yeah.
magically.
Yeah.
So
she's
I'm gonna
concentrating.
move a little bit closer, at least, to here,
Alright?
and then I'm gonna be like, my lungs, and then I'm gonna go again.
Alright, roll me.
Another one.
Roll me. I could be a real bastard and just say, roll me a fortitude save as you inhale the fumes. Roll.
I mean-
what type of song do you want to go for?
Toss a coin to your witcher.
I don't have
Yeah,
it.
play that one. Let's
I mean, I have my guitar.
play some
That's okay. We don't need you to be
Christina
the pub guy.
Aguilera.
Come again?
Play some Christina Aguilera.
Oh boy, that was Fighter, isn't it?
Yes.
Alright.
Okay.
Singers, it is your
Then-
turn.
Yeah.
Biggest?
Yeah. Sigus doesn't know why everyone's running into the cloud filled with nightmares.
Dude, it's one hit, bro. Bro, it's one hit.
That's Sigus. I know. Sigus got one hit by it. Sigus is afraid.
Bro, he's
You
one
can-
hit.
Fear.
You can
No, this
try to
thing's one
blow-
hit away from death. Just one hit. Just
You
hit
can
it
try
once.
to blow away the clouds if you can do something like that. I don't know.
I
Yeah.
don't have wind magic.
Oh.
I was looking.
Do you have a conjuration that can do it?
Yeah, if you have like summon monster, might be. I don't know. So I have no idea.
Any summons.
Okay.
Okay.
I
I'll
have
ask.
burning arc, but I have fire stuff.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna need an action from you.
Like I'm gonna delay until after if anything pops out of the cloud and I can see it.
Okay. You're gonna have to.
I think you're gonna have to prepare an action to do
You're gonna
something.
prepare
when
an
it
action,
comes
yeah.
up.
I'm gonna prepare an action to cast magic missile at an enemy that pops out of the smoke.
Okay. You prepare an action to if the creature comes out of the smoke to cast at it.
Blast.
Blast it. So anyway, I
Magic
started
missile would do
blasting.
the trick.
What the? Hang on. 1 sec.
No need it.
The controls for the turn order had disappeared for some reason.
Yeah,
Alright,
the
so...
turn order also disappeared.
Yeah, I had to close it and reopen. God damn the meme.
Yep.
Red. No. Yeah, red.
It's me. Can I
We're gonna
parry
go...
It's
Mario.
me,
Yeah.
Mario.
it? Can I parry it? I will parry it if I can parry it.
Sure. Does parrying require you to be able to see the creature without concealment?
That is a good question. I would
Check.
assume I have to see this. I would assume I have to see the attack coming, but I will check this.
In the meantime, though, Marcus gives out a pained cry as he is struck twice by some sharp claws. And
Oh.
Robin and Red, you see him drop.
Oh no.
Sharp
Oh.
claws.
Hooves.
Sharp.
They
like-
sort of look like claws. They're sort of scythe in their shape.
Gotcha.
Jeez, I don't like this. This
He's
is bad.
sharpened his hooves to look like claws.
He's sharpened his
Corbin,
claws
I'll
to look like
point to-
hooves.
I can't heal you if I can't see you.
That's pretty ghetto, honestly.
Alright, so, Red, does your thing require you to be able to see the attack incoming? Also, what is your AC?
My AC is 21.
Then it doesn't matter, because it didn't strike you. As it tries to bite you after you see
I can
Marcus
still-
drop.
I can
It
still
tries
try
to...
to parry it if it doesn't hit me, but
Okay, yeah. You see it try to bite you, and you sort of move out of the way as you hear the clicking of its teeth shutting, closing shut next to your face, just an
And
inch
I
away from striking you.
stick my sword into its mouth, or at least try to.
Sure, give me a parry. What do you need to
Don't
beat?
think
Its
that'll do
attack
it.
roll?
Yeah.
You beat his
Yeah.
attack.
Meter beat.
Yeah, you beat its attack roll, which I do believe entitles you to counter, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So now you need to roll to counter.
I like my counter better than my attack.
It has
So-
to hit him for him to parry it, though.
No, it doesn't have to hit. There's nothing about
No.
that. It's an
I-
attack
It's
roll.
when they
literally
roll
doesn't
an
have to
attack.
hit.
Yeah.
So Red, as this creature shuts its maw next to you, you push its face away from you, just in sync with your blade going up its the gap in betwixt its jaw bones, and it reaches up into its skull, and just a moment later you hear it as you feel the weight of your arm just sinking down. It brings you down to your knees. You pull the blade out, and you hear silence for a moment as you see the smoke around you start to sink lower into the basin, and your head just pokes above the smoke.
I got it, guys, but I think Marcus is down. You might want to come over and look at him.
I can't
Ow.
see shit.
The smoke's going away. Just head over here. We need to help him.
Are
Erica,
we
do
in
you got
turn
anything?
order?
You are technically not in turn order anymore. No.
Okay.
So as you start to run around the outside, I'm assuming, unless you want to jump down.
No. I mean, I can fly, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to waste a spell to get to him faster. He'll
Sure.
be alright for a
You
couple
start
seconds.
running around. You see the smoke start to sink into the cavern, revealing the open entrance. And you see Marcus, 2 gaping holes in his chest. Its armor plates just pushed out and away from where they should have been. He's just lying there, still cold. You see Erica sort of leaning down, just trying to check his wounds, her hands shaking. Dorbin, what would you like to do?
I'm going to hit him with a Wand of Cure Light Wounds.
Sure. You channel the divine positive energy through his body with your wand, and you don't see any change.
Can we roll heal checks on him?
Sure. Go ahead and
don't know
roll a
if
heal check.
I'm untrained
Dwarven,
in
with
it,
that
so
check-
I don't think I can.
With that check, it is enough to tell that one of the hooves pierced his heart, and he's dead.
He's just dead?
He's straight up dead.
Oh shit.
Oh, not Marcus.
Marcus,
You see Erica
oh,
sort
wake up! Wake up!
look
No,
up from Marcus to
Dwarven
you, Dwarven.
looks at Erica and just shakes his head. Just, I can't do anything.
No,
I'm sorry.
it's okay. We can do this. Father Xantus owes us a favor. Robin's gonna like start picking him up and be
Can-
like, "Somebody help me."
Can
I mean, Dwarven will just pick him up.
can
Oh,
Xantus
okay.
bring people back to life?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he said that
Yes.
he said that he owes us a favor. So we're gonna bring Marcus back to life, but we have to. You know
Quick
what?
question.
He's already dead. We're not in a rush.
Um,
I'm sorry.
Jesus.
Well, we have to preserve the corpse. No.
There's
Please,
yeah.
please, no. It's fine.
No?
What?
No.
He died in the line of duty. He's
But-
gonna go into the heavens with Ayomade. It wouldn't be fair to deprive him of that honor. She sort of grabs Marcus's
I will honor
weapon.
both of your wishes, and that's
She
That's a
reaches down and
shame.
grabs
There's
Marcus's weapon from the floor. She picks up the cold iron hand axe, puts it in Marcus's hands, sort of wraps them around the handle, and puts the both of the weapons on top of his chest. So he sort of looks like almost an Egyptian pharaoh, so with both his arms crossed with his weapons in hand.
quick question.
Yeah.
I vaguely remember us getting something that preserves corpses. Do we have that? I don't remember what it was.
One
It's
of you does have it. It is the amulet that you retrieved from.
I
Hmm.
think I've got that.
Shit.
An amulet that preserves corpses?
It's the amulet that is in the shape of the 7-pointed star, and it preserves corpses.
Oh.
It also lets you cast a spell once per day. False life once per day.
It's not the key.
No,
No.
there were two things that were
Got
shaped
ya.
in the same fashion. Well, several things shaped in the same fashion.
Like the
Robin
weird
also
thing
has
on the skull.
the ring that summons the shield of Onomus.
Yeah, because I think I've got it actually.
The ring?
No, not
No,
the,
the-
Oh,
ring,
the
the amulet.
Yeah,
Truck
you
in
do.
the ring.
Okay,
That's Robin.
so I will take the amulet off and then I'll put it on him because I was like I would like, if he's gonna have a funeral, I would like him to at least be presentable when he gets there.
Thank you.
Erica,
I'll just need that back when.
Don't mind. I think it's best we start heading back. It's starting to get dark out, and don't want to get caught out here in the wilderness.
well, on
Robin loots the
Probably
corpses in this cave.
Red
Yeah, Red.
needs to. I was gonna say Red's just gonna be like, Erica, if you're taking care of Marcus, I'll get proof of our winning this battle, and he'll start hacking at the head if it hasn't completely
I think it is.
disintegrated.
No,
I think it goes back to
no.
the
In
plane.
fact, no. The body
No.
is there. It is lifeless, but it is there.
Yeah,
And then
it'll
it just reminded me of that one scene from The Witcher. With the...
yeah, no, that's exactly what
Dig
he's
out
doing.
woods.
He's just got it. He's like
Oh,
he's
God.
pulling out his well, I guess it's big, so he's got to use his sword probably, and he's just gonna start hacking at the neck to try to get the head off.
Yeah.
But
While you do that, Erica sort of grabs Marcus's body, and she's put her weapon away. She's holding him, sort of Princess Carrie. She's surprisingly strong for her figure. As she's carrying this massive man with her arms, and she's slowly starting to climb up the basin.
I'm gonna
Um,
follow behind her, and then like every 6 seconds, I'm gonna hit her with the wand.
It's like boink, boink.
Boink, boink.
Yeah. Go
Probably
ahead and
3
give
times.
me a couple times. Ooh, wow,
Hey,
wow.
yeah.
Consistency at its
Fuck yeah,
maximum.
dude.
I just want to point out that's 3/8 in a row.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's solid.
Holy shit!
I mean, that's
Does
pretty
she-
good.
How much? I mean, how is she looking now? I guess before I keep going.
She is almost fully healed.
All right, I think she's good then.
She could
That
use
works.
if
Top
you hit
tier
her
healer.
once more, she might be at full heal.
Yeah, but she would heal that from resting, correct?
She can also lay on hands on herself.
Yeah. So like that, I'm gonna
Maybe-
be good with the 2 that I gave her.
Maybe offer to help her
Ding.
carry the giant.
I
heavy
mean,
man.
yeah.
No,
Once he's done healing her, then he would help,
No, thank you.
regardless of if she accepts it.
No, it's okay. Let me do
Good
this.
night.
It's my partner
I would-
for many years. I think.
I mean, I understand that, but I mean, you guys are of an allied faith. I would feel bad having you carry your comrade the entire way. I feel as another of faith that it is my duty to help.
Thank you. She sort of grabs Marcus from with one leg and one arm being held by her. She's sort of still carrying him princess style, but she's trying to have him grab half of it.
Yeah, and I'll grab whatever half she prefers me to take. I don't know.
Yeah,
Legs or head,
it's
so.
sort of like if you've ever done the like carrying someone as
Oh,
a
gotcha,
chariot.
gotcha. Yeah,
like
yeah.
she
Yeah.
grabs your arm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got you. Forearm. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah, and the two of you are gonna start ascending out of the basin. Robin, you wanted to scavenge the bodies? Robin?
Yes,
Robin?
that was what he was doing. I think.
Rip.
Oh,
Rip Robin.
he just left. Okay.
said
He did say
BRB.
BRB. Alright, right. So you hack and slash at this creature. Its body seems to be covered in this thick layer of soot that seems to have almost crystallized around its body. But very quickly, every time that you strike at it, you see the clusters of coal falling off of its body, and you pierce through this almost unnaturally strong leather as you hack away at the head, and eventually you manage to detach it from the rest of the body.
Well-
You're now in the proud possession of the head of the Sandpoint Devil.
I mean, we got proof now. I don't know if there's anything useful that the corpse can do, but I'd be happy to let it rot up here. Looking around at Solar and Sigis and Robin. Do we want to go back with the others, or is there anything else that we want here?
Let's find out.
Alright, Robin, now that you're back. You wanted to scavenge through the bodies?
Yeah.
Okay. So as you go through the bodies, you find that most of what you're seeing is either completely destroyed equipment, or just like bones that have been gnawed through. There's like probably a good 100 people in here that were churned and then left to gather dust by the entrance of this cavern. However, the cavern sort of looks like a passage that starts going down and into the mountain, and it's hard to tell how far into it.
Yep. Sigis is going with him, so
Yep.
Bye.
All right, Morgan was asking me a question. What have I just agreed to do with Robin?
you were detecting
Good luck.
magic to look for stuff with Robin.
I was
So-
doing that, yes.
Yeah, so Sig, as you're detecting magic, you don't find anything that seems to be magical on the bodies around the entrance. Robin,
Look at the
I will
Sandpoint
tell
Devil
you.
as well.
excuse me?
Oh, I was just saying, if once it's
Oh,
corpse
yeah,
is
yeah.
cooled
So
off, you should look at the devil as well.
yeah,
just
the
to make sure.
the devil itself doesn't detect as magical either. Robin, as you're standing there, you can feel the rush of hot air coming from deeper from within the cavern.
I'd say cool, but hot.
Spicy.
So yeah, he's just gonna keep walking. Like,
Into the cavern?
yeah, he's just gonna keep walking until he finds a reason to not keep walking.
Sure. Then give me a fortitude save.
Then he ends up in the Darklands.
Fortitude save. Oh shit.
Yeah, fortitude save.
Rip.
Probably stanky in there.
Oh, I mean,
Give me a perception and a knowledge. Well, no. Give me a perception check.
well,
So the
Sounds
heat,
about right.
the heat
Nope.
is getting to you, and you start like getting that feeling that you're suffocating from how dense the air is here.
Now-
you can also
okay.
you can also tell that there's a little bit of smoke here. Like you lower your stance to get underneath the layer of smoke. Go ahead and take 2 points of non-lethal damage as you're slowly getting suffocated by.
I'm just gonna PM you something really quick.
Sure.
Sliding into his DMs like.
Yeah, I'm just sliding into his DMs real quick.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
You take 2 points of non-lethal damage.
Okay. I sort of snap my fingers.
You still feel
make
like you still feel
a
like
cloak
you're,
over
you're,
my face.
Yeah, you still feel like you're sweating quite heavily. You're a
Okay.
little bit short of breath, but you can just power through it. Just fine.
Yeah. Yeah. He's just gonna like snap his fingers, make like a robe to put over his face so he doesn't inhale too much smoke though, because
Okay.
it's uncomfortable. And he's just gonna keep going.
Okay. So you lose the party stops seeing you anymore because you're a good like 120 feet into the cavern, and it just keeps going a tunnel into the depths
Downhill?
of the earth. Yeah, it's slowly downhill.
Okay.
You feel the
Solera
temperature
Sigis.
continue to rise. The rest of you don't say anything because you can't see what's going on with Robin right now.
No, I was just gonna say, ask the others, should we be letting him go?
Robin,
I'm not there.
go ahead and give me another fortitude save.
Sure. Wow.
That's not good.
Go ahead and take 4 points of non-lethal damage, and I just want you
Okay.
to keep track of the damage. I know
Okay.
that it doesn't affect your current state, but
Yeah.
just keep track of it.
Okay.
Yeah, you keep going down, and you feel the temperature it keeps going up and up and up, and the air starts to become thicker with the smoke, and you start to smell like there's this smell of rotten eggs in the air. Go ahead and give me another perception check.
Sure. I don't know much about demons, but I know much about demons. I'm
So-
gonna add my D6 to that,
Okay,
because why not?
go ahead.
Alright.
Sure.
It's above a 25. I'll take it.
So you can feel that sort of acrid, pungent smell in the air, but there is also a hint of something acidic in the
What
air,
the
and
fuck?
as you look down to your clothes, you see a little bit of a discoloration hanging, starting to grow through the threads of your clothes, and you
Okay.
keep having to hack a little bit as you're inhaling of all of this saturated air and smoke. And further ahead, you see just the faintest hint of light, this orange light permeating the tunnel ahead of you. It's a good another like 100 and something feet ahead of you. And you've been going through this pretty quickly because you move very quickly.
Yeah.
But it's still kind of slow because it is a very dense air. Like, it's almost swimming through it.
Okay.
Do you want to keep going?
Yeah.
Alright. So to everyone else, it's been like a minute since Robin went in, and he moves really fast, and you don't see him come back
Right.
yet.
Hello.
Robin, you don't hear anything.
Yeah. I imagine.
Salara, you hear a little bit of echo, like hello, hello,
Hello. Hello.
hello.
Can I?
As you stand
me-
at the entrance
You would
of
think
the...
she's used to the echoing by now.
Well, let me in.
But usually
Robin's response to everything in Echo.
Salera, as you stand at the entrance of the cavern, you feel this rush of hot air and the faint smell of rotting flesh and eggs in the air that is coming from the cavern. Give me a perception check.
Okay.
Do you have knowledge nature?
No. I see that as a
I
question.
think yes,
You're a bard.
yes, she does.
You're a bard,
Because
so
she-
you
Well-
can roll.
Yeah.
Roll knowledge nature.
And you also get half
Oh,
your
yes, I
bard
do.
level on all of these checks as well.
Yeah, she's got. I've already put the macro in for it,
Got it?
so she didn't got to worry about it.
Ooh, nice.
Oh, that was
Yeah, there you
almost a
go.
natural one. It was almost a natural
Oh,
one. It was
digital
like
die.
it was lingering for a second. It was like, just kidding.
19, nice.
Whew.
So you get this taste of rotten eggs, and it's like that's weird. Like it's weird for it's normal for it to smell like rotting flesh with the bodies that are around here, but there's that distinct pungent smell of eggs, and it's like it takes you a moment.
Brimstone.
It's like that's brimstone that you're smelling.
Brimstone.
I was gonna say sulf. There's
Yeah,
good.
it smells like sulfur, which bodes extremely poorly for Robin because he just went down a tunnel that smells like sulfur.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Robin, you reach the corner of the tunnel where the light is vividly reaching you, and you see this massive cavern extended in front of you. The tunnel sort of opens into the cavern from one side, and the passage keeps going down and around, very much mimicking the basin that you were in outside. And as it coils down, even though the radius of the coil is much larger this time, you can see down to the bottom there is a lake of lava, and at the very center you see sort of a deposit of obsidian floating in the center, just completely enveloped by this shimmering and waving air that is massively hot. Visibly hot.
Okay then. Well, that's a volcano, and there's nothing here I can steal. So I'm a yeet.
Give me a perception check.
He
Robin's
pissed
like,
off the
I
dragon.
can't steal that obsidian, can I? Nope.
There, like sitting on top of the obsidian, there is an object. It's hard to tell what the fuck it is, but it is very clearly not obsidian. That being said, give me another fortitude save.
It is also on the other side of a fucking lake of lava.
Yes,
so that
indeed.
is 100% not worth the effort.
Go ahead and take 9 points of non-lethal damage.
Yeah.
And I need you. Oh no, you're fine. As you start to feel like the buildup of just this burning sensation in your lungs, and like it's noticeable at this point that it's not just like the air is hot. This is I'm inhaling some fumes, and it's burning my insides.
Well, this face mask is not good enough. Let's get the fuck out of here.
All right, so you rush back out. Are you running or are you just hustling still?
I'm just double moving. I'm
Okay.
not gonna run because if I run, it's gonna make it worse.
Okay, give me another fortitude save.
Sure.
One more. Okay. So you managed to hold your breath a little bit and pace
Mhm.
yourself as you're coming out, and eventually you do come out. Solera, you see the light sort of becoming more brighter and brighter as Robin approaches the iron stone above his head, just giving out his position. And as you look at him, his clothes look a little bit yellowish and brighter than they looked before he went into the cavern.
He snaps his fingers and they're fixed.
Yeah, they suddenly change color again.
He
Alright.
coughs and he spits out a bunch of yellow shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I grab your shoulders and I'm like, "What the hell are you doing?
Casually walking into a volcano.
Please stop."
Robin, Robin.
He just bends over and kind of cracks up like, no, it's fine. There's this giant fucking obsidian rock down there. though. It's really pretty, but it's way too big for a deal. So it's whatever.
Can we have a talk for a second, my friend?
Sure, what's up?
Can you stop doing that without asking everyone else first? We keep thinking you're gonna die, and it's not good for our hearts.
Or our
I
mental
mean-
health.
Yeah.
I mean,
Like,
when
you
I
already
see
died
something that's
once.
like scary, like I'm not gonna fuck with it if it's scary. Like that's a volcano. I'm not gonna fuck with the volcano, but I had to be sure. Right?
Okay.
Curiosity did kill the cat.
all-
So
Good thing
all-
I'm a human and not a cat.
All I'm saying is just let us know
satisfaction
before
brought him
you
back.
do this.
Yeah.
Let us know
Um,
before you're planning on doing something like that.
I mean, Sigus was standing right beside me when I said I was gonna check this out.
Just
I thought it was a
uh,
terrible idea, but I've thought all your last ideas were pretty bad ideas, and you did them anyways.
And since the last time I died, all of my terrible ideas have led me to still being alive. So there's that.
Have worked out, but we're still not great ideas.
Hey Robin, what's down that way? Red says, pointing to that other passage down here.
I don't know. Let's find out. And Robin just starts walking in a straight line.
So
He's like,
down that way, it keeps going down into the fault in the mountain, and it sort of turns away from the path that you used to come into the place, and it sort of bends to the west, whereas before you came from the east. Keeps going down a few miles as far as you can see, and eventually it sort of gets swallowed in by this crevice around it, sort of like a ravine that was exposed on one end and starts going down into the...
all right.
Well,
Just looks like a lot of walking. So I mean, we have no reason to go down there. Is there an opening this way?
It's very short, and then it becomes a sheer cliff.
I
It's
mean,
just very poor cropping on my hand.
okay. Because I was gonna say Robin would walk up the cliff, but he's kind of, boasted his nonsense enough at this point, and I think everybody's got the point. So Robin's gonna just come back and be like, "Sigus, was there anything magical?"
Didn't find anything magical.
okay. Well, I'm gonna go catch up with Erica because I feel like she probably needs some. I don't know. I guess she's got Dolbin there, but we shouldn't leave him alone too long. Fuck! I can't believe Marcus died.
I know.
Hmm.
He was low key my favorite.
Mine too, Solara. Mine too.
Damn.
I am going to stay
Your favorite
by
what
Robin
is the question?
because Robin needs a freaking babysitter.
Robin's
Ah.
like gesturing, like holding out a hand to Silera as he's standing by this wall,
Okay.
and
Hop
then
in.
he's gonna like carry you and like carry you up the wall.
Oh.
So
Be
just
like, hey
quick-
guys.
It's just like...
Well, I'm pretty sure Darb and Erica have been long gone.
Yeah,
Oh,
they're,
probably,
they're,
yeah.
they're off the
But-
map. I just...
But Robin is not walking all the way around.
I'm like-
I guess we'll just quickly check the actual body before we leave.
Sure, give me a
Yeah. I
know.
knowledge religion.
Red'll stay by Siggy's if they're both taking the long way around.
Skills.
I guess.
Religion. Oh, that's no bueno. That's why I have Dorbin.
That's
Oh,
not
I don't
bad.
know.
That is decent enough.
Oh, right. You don't have.
You've heard of demons having mutations. You've heard of demons that evolve. You've heard of, as you have experienced already, demons that grow based on consuming the souls of others. This creature here, there's nothing even close to resembling this creature in any book. For all intents and purposes, this is one of those strange cases where it's a demon that has become its own evolutionary line. It's a unique demon. As far as as you're concerned, this creature is, or was at least, a demon through and through that was brought to the material plane in full. This is its actual body, in complete essence. So on the bright side, you destroyed it for good, as far as you can tell. On the other hand, this thing was here for quite a long time, and nobody knows what kind of trickeries and nefarious purposes it might have achieved in that time.
Yeah.
You'd also remember that Bell became a demon somehow through summoning, and it's basically similar to this thing case.
Right.
All right. On that note,
As a running catch up with it, we will.
yeah. On that note, you guys are gonna make it back down onto the Wisher's Well before nightfall proper. Well, it is already nightfall. It's like about 7:30. You still see that those last few rays of sunset. The sky is mostly purple and dark blue. And as you come to the Wisher's Well, um, Erica sort of poses the question of whether we want to stop for the night around here, knowing that there's things at the bottom of the Wisher's Well if we want to double march back to some point.
I'm good for a double.
We could go stay at that warehouse we saw at the start of Cougar's Creek and march a little bit into the night.
That sounds like a good idea.
Agreed.
Alright.
Does anyone have a hook or something that I could put this head on? It's kind of heavy.
Yep.
Holds out grappling hook.
Ah, that'll work. He'll just kind of like hook it on the hook and then loop the thing over his shoulder.
I'd appreciate it being cleaned before return. Thank you.
I'll do my best.
So you pull a double march, and it's close to midnight by the time that you're passing the Cougar Creek warehouse. You feel your stomach's starting to hurt from not having stopped for dinner. You're starting to feel that sort of tiredness from a long day of traveling and fighting and mountaineering. And as you come upon the warehouse, you feel relaxed for just a brief moment before your eyes adapt to the darkness, and you see the walls, the open doors of the warehouse, caked in blood and gore. And as you look inside, you see just a trail of blood leading deeper into the warehouse. And that is where we're gonna end tonight's session.
Perfect.
And I hope that everyone
Damn
enjoyed it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that was great.
Mm-hmm.
That curse blows
Yeah.
though. It's great that we have remove curse though.
Yeah,
Corbin
that was super clutch.
Yeah.
Yeah. I figured if I'm taking bestow curse, I probably should also have remove curse.
In case you're like, wait, I didn't want to curse this person.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Alright.
I also appreciate how Red's got 2 demon kill shots at this point.
Oh yeah, back to back.
Dude, he is last hit king.
Yeah.
Yep.
I always get my panache point back, my dude.
Alright, I'm gonna call stream so that we can relax for a bit.
Yeah.
Dale will throw in some
Yeah.
some
I don't know,
thugs.
man. That was easy. I don't know what you're talking about. Man, we're level 5. You guys are level 6. Why are you complaining? That was easy.
No shade.
It was
No,
pretty
that's all
scared
the
for
shit.
me at one point.
You had a lot
Yeah.
you had
Yeah,
a
a
lot
little bit.
easier of a time because most of your well actually all of your
Oh, there he
fighters-
is.
So, I'll tell you why I'm complaining.
There he is. Go at himself.
All right,
Got
hang on. Before we go too deep into the conversation, let's call stream. So thank you for everyone that came and watched the show, and thank you if you're still watching. And we're gonna take a 2-week hiatus because I'm gonna probably
Yeah.
be on vacation. I'll do an announcement if I am available during
News
those
to
weeks.
me.
We might run the game still. So that.
Okay.
Bye. Bye stream.
Bye,
Bye.
chat.
Bye.